And we're live. We are live from a whole new location. Really, though, we are only about, what would you say, about 10 feet away from where we've been filming at? What would you say?
About 10 feet.
About 10 feet away from the kitchen. And we're now here on Joe's couch. Dave, you're sort of like the guy on my couch these days.
Yes, I am. Actually, I was the guy on the floor last night.
Oh, my God. What happened? You just fell off the couch and were laying on the floor. You probably couldn't even get back up.
It was just, for some reason, felt like a better place to be.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Glad you guys are here joining us. We are here in my living room. Look at the comments. They're just like, brrrr. Got Dave here. Got the phone already jumping. We are going to be taking phone calls in this live stream as well. We're going to be doing a Q&A with Dave. A little Joe versus Dave face-off. We should really do a like a cook-off, a prison cook-off. Wouldn't that be epic? Like we could just...
Dude, I'm telling you, my lasagna bowl shot is...
The best?
I mean, I would still eat it.
You would still eat it? That sounded so bad. But look, we're going to be taking questions. We're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. We are going to be telling crazy prison stories in this live stream as well. And yeah, I'm really glad that you could join me for this again, man. Actually, you really didn't even have no choice. I've kind of kept Dave as a prisoner here at my place. I said, Dave, you were going to do this live stream with me again today. And what was your reaction to that? You were pretty much like...
Are you going to feed me?
I have fed you. What did you eat right before we went live? Tell the fine folks out here what I fed you. Because I've been taking good care of Dave now.
He gave me a bag of Doritos about this big.
One little single bag of Doritos is all Dave had. It's pretty crazy. But, man, you're looking good. How's the leg feeling today? Feeling pretty rough?
Yeah, I tried to stand on it earlier.
It didn't work out. The leg is still broken.
Yeah, the leg is definitely not holding anything up.
Hey, you know what's funny about this whole situation is just yesterday, Dave, you didn't have anything on your cast at all, and now today, that thing looks like it's marked up like a subway in Harlem. What you got going on here? Like, can you lift your leg up? I don't even know if it can be seen in the camera. Lamb, what's going on? Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Can we see the leg, Cody? Can we zoom in on that at all?
Yep.
So Dave didn't have anything on the cast yesterday, and now this thing is like, I don't even know, like, who were all of these people who signed your leg?
I don't really know them.
There were people who actually saw the live stream from yesterday. I took Dave out to dinner after we got done, and we basically had the entire restaurant where we were. Pretty much everybody signed your leg. What does this even say? It says Damo. I mean, what is that?
Domo was here.
Domo was here. We got Pablo was here. What is Hags?
Have a great summer.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's like an abbreviation.
Some chick put it up there. It was like, don't you remember from high school? I was like, nah, I'm just doing other things in high school.
We definitely don't remember Hags from high school. But you know, the crazy thing about it is when we went out last night, Dave, you really got a lot of sympathy. We just talked about this in the video, as a matter of fact, with getting the tattoo for sympathy. And turns out having a broken leg has been working out in your favor even better.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Again, we are going to be answering questions. We are going to be taking some phone calls in this stream. We are going to be telling some pretty crazy prison stories as well. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. You know, just to get this thing started, Dave, I do want to ask you a question myself.
What's the question?
Would you rather go hard or go home? You know, what would you rather do?
I'd rather go home.
That does not sound good, Dave. You understand by saying that you would rather go home what that is insinuating right there.
I'm soft. I would rather be home, my dude.
Yeah, oh my God. Well, at least you're honest about it. So basically what you're saying is you're not doing any more time. If you ever get locked up again, that's it. You're going to find a way out of there. Enough said. The silence speaks volumes. So that's really crazy, man. But, you know, it's crazy because I actually tattooed this on somebody's back who was a snitch at the jail that I was at. This shirt will always have, there's lint on it, actually. This shirt will always have some sort of special meaning to me. What we got here? Round Ben. Hey, Joe, big fan of the show. Are you ever going to do a show about your tattoos? And are you planning on getting any of them covered up now that you're back in the free world, like the crappy one on your shoulder? I mean, that's a really great question, and absolutely. As a matter of fact, when I just had Tom over for the live stream from last weekend, you know, that was a big thing that I wanted to do, was start getting some tattoos covered up, especially this name on my wrist right here. Peaches, welcome to the live stream. Joe, don't think I ain't coming for them Junie cakes. And I'm going to get with that Peaches topic in just a second here. But, yeah, Ben, definitely, I've got a lot of tattoos I need to get fixed, especially this crappy one on my shoulder. What do you think of that, Dave? Looks pretty good?
Which one?
Well, you know, I guess obviously they're both pretty bad. But, I mean, I got pretty much, look, it goes like this. If you're a tattoo artist, in my own personal opinion, while you're locked up, you are going to, in some cases, have some of the worst work because you're always going to be doing work. Do you believe in that?
Yeah. I believe that it's hard for the tattoo guy to get tattooed.
Yeah, because he's always tattooing. Stoner Jabroner, Joe Broner. Hey, man, shout out to you. Love the videos. Thank you very much. Joe's sweating a little bit. I got water. I got the AC on like 30 degrees in here. But look, Dave, I want to show the people again the tattoo that I did on your chest because there's a really great story with that as well. Omar, shout out to you. Great inspiration. Keep up the vids. Hey, man, really means a lot. So can we take a look at the tattoo on your chest and talk about that for a little bit? Because this is, you got to show the tattoo. You almost got to you got to pull it out. You got to be like, ha! Almost like the Superman.
Can we see that?
Oh, well, Cody can zoom in on it.
You see it?
So what does this actually say on your chest?
It says redeemed.
Now let's talk a little bit about this tattoo. And Dave, we're going to dive deep into this conversation here. You already know where I'm going to take this, right? Let's get ready to dive head first into this. Doctor, you're a sound guy. Thank you very much. That really means a lot. But look, let's talk about this tattoo, right? So when you decided to get redeemed tattooed on your chest, and this is something that, I mean, nothing has really changed with you in this regard, but you have always been a very religious person, right?
Not religious, but spiritual.
Spiritual. What? I'm confused, and I mean, I'm being serious. Like, what is the difference between that?
Religion. Hey,
this is the guy from last night. CRJ student, hello again. I'm actually in my CRJ class at the moment. I got a 72% on my exam. Shout out to that. What is a 72%? That's about a C, isn't it?
Yeah, about a C.
That's
maybe
about,
even a D.
That's about average. So good job for staying average, man. That's really awesome. But yeah, let's talk about this again. So what is the difference between being spiritual and being religious?
Religious is about people who just follow rules.
And spiritual means?
I believe. I believe in God. I believe in what I believe in. It's not about, doing something. It's just about what I believe.
Big Steen, Joe, and Dave. Would you rather sit in isolation for 30 days or hold punk tattoo guy's pocket for 1 day? Well, I already know what my answer is. What would you say?
I'm gonna hold the pocket for a day.
I'm definitely holding the pocket as well. 30 days in isolation is a long time. It may not even seem that long, but we're talking about a month, okay? And a month in isolation is probably it's gonna go by so slow. You're not gonna be able to do anything in there.
Especially if you work out. Like, if you lift weights, 30 days off is...
You can still work out while you're in isolation, though. Yeah. But the problem is you're not going to be eating. That's the whole issue. You're going to be starving while you're in there.
Yeah. No outside.
What is...
No TV.
No TV.
No music.
No nothing. I mean, you're basically cut off.
Can't get no cigarette.
Look, if you feel like you're already cut off from the world enough being locked up in either prison or jail, then just intensify that by times 10. And that's really what being locked up in isolation is like.
Yeah, the only people you see is the police.
And they're usually not very nice back there. Cooperman, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Copperman? Copperman. I've been saying Cooperman this entire time. I apologize, Copperman. But look, What is the longest amount of time you spent in isolation?
13 months.
13 months in isolation. What the hell did you do to spend 13 months in isolation? You were on protective custody.
No, this.
You had to be in protective custody,
You ever been?
Omar, shout out to you, man. I freak out when you said my name, so yeah. Omar, shout out to you again, brother. Thank you for being here.
Shout out to Omar.
But what the hell did you do to sit in isolation for 13 months?
All right, so I got 30 days for fighting in Virginia Beach jail.
Right.
When was the first time you went to Virginia Beach jail?
Probably in like the early 2000s.
All right, so you remember the old the whole back in the day.
The dungeon.
The dungeon,
yeah.
Right, the bars.
Yeah.
All right, so I went there for 30 days for fighting.
Did you win the fight?
Yeah, the police came in the pod while I was on top of the dude and they pulled me out.
He must have been this tall.
No, he's smaller than that. So I was in the hole, and did you ever go to the dungeon?
Yeah.
What was the main thing that got thrown around in the dungeon?
The toilet paper?
Or the shit?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you're talking about the crazy people who were down there.
All right, so shit got thrown around.
That's in any isolation, though, because you're going to have the crazy people who are locked up in there. Chesapeake was the same way. Portsmouth, all of those jails, you're going to be... It's crazy because they're going to lock these people up in isolation who have these mental health problems, and they're crazy. I mean, and I guess they don't have anything better to do than to play with the doo-doo.
Well, I used to get so mad they throw it in, like, you could smell it, the whole...
Yeah,
so I'd start talking trash, and, you know, they only let you out your cell every 3 days to take a shower.
Right.
We had learned how to pop the gate.
Harry Dangler, shout out to that. Shout out to all the hairy buttholes. If you have a hairy butthole out there, stand up. Dave, you can't even stand up right now. You're on one leg.
Push it.
We should have a workout competition tonight.
I bet you I could do more one-legged squats than you.
Yeah, you probably could. That one leg has got to be strong as hell. You got like an ox leg right there compared to this little broken wing freaking thing you got right here.
Wait till they take the cast off of this thing. Oh
Yo,
my God.
I wonder what your big toe smells like right now.
Are you gonna take a whiff?
No, I definitely ain't gonna take a whiff.
Where are you going?
I gotta get a drink, man. I need something cold. It's hot as hell in there.
Man, so Joe left me on the couch.
What happened with the 13 months though? Like, why did you end up doing 13 months in isolation?
Man, the 13 months, shout out to Maxie Wild. He said, would you rather do another 5 years inside and keep the show or stop the show and never do time again?
I'll take 5 years. Shout out to Mountain Dew. That's not really our sponsor tonight, but we're drinking the Dew tonight. Yeah, I'd definitely take the 5 years and keep the show. I don't think there's anything in my life that has ever been as important and as meaningful as what After Prison Show has meant to me and to so many others as well. So if that meant that I had to go back to prison, I would find a way to keep the show. No bullshit. While I was locked up and I was doing a blog, okay, this was just stuff that I was writing, and I had somebody on the outside that was actually putting this stuff on the internet for me.
Who was doing that?
We're not going to talk about that, okay?
Oh, man. Shout out to people that do things for us.
Shout out to that. Shout out to Andeal A. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. Andeal, I believe that's what that is. But no, what I'm saying is, look, where there's a will, there's a way. I could keep this thing running from the inside. I'd be like El Chapo in there.
I believe it. I know you would find a way.
We found a way to do the prison porn, so I mean
now they got
they have the little MP, the JP4 players.
Yeah.
And you know, they just had some dudes in Ohio, I think it was, that built a freaking supercomputer in the prison. And these dudes were able to do like all sorts of stuff with that. They just got caught, like, I don't know when they got caught, but they built a computer and hacked into the prison system, and they were online with that thing. Through, I'm guessing, like either the computers in the school or through their little JP4 players.
That is crazy.
What we got here? Sinasteroo. Shout out to you. But Dave, we're completely off topic right here. We're still talking about why you did 13 months in isolation.
Well,
you're beating around the bush here.
So one fight led to like 6 fights.
While you were in isolation?
Yeah. We figured out how to pop the lock on the bars so we could open the doors.
Right.
So, shoot.
So you just kept getting in trouble while you were locked up in the hole.
Yeah, and
they just kept adding on time. Morning Wood, shout out to that. Where's Cody at? And my name, Jeff. Hey, shout out to Morning Wood. Shout out to Jeff. I'm still trying to figure out what that's all about. Cody is actually sitting right over here. Cody waves.
What's up, Cody?
Can we see? There was Cody's fingertips. Cody's sitting over here moderating everything. Major shout out to Cody as well for putting all of this together. But so anyways, I mean, it's just crazy to spend that much time back in isolation. 13 months, you're talking about a little more than a year. Like, talk about what that time was like back there.
Dude, it was miserable. It was miserable. I actually did a mural on the wall.
Did you do it with doo-doo? Like, what did you use? What did you use to do this mural? Pencil. Big Steen, shout out to you again, Dave. How does the cross look today? Let's show the cross.
It looks like a palm tree.
Dave is now saying that the cross actually looks like a palm tree.
Hold it upside down. Who says it looks like a palm tree?
Let me get a bunch of ones in the comment if you think that Dave's cross actually looks like a palm tree. We went out to dinner last night. Dave was not only getting the sympathy vote for his broken leg, but also he was showing off the tattoo. And, hey, people really liked the tattoo.
I said it looked good.
It looked good for the pick and poke. Oh, what is this right here? Wario Wizards Real. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here.
Wario.
Wario, is that how you pronounce that?
It's me, yo Wario.
Oh, it's almost like Mario. I got you. Look, we got a bunch of ones. I'm seeing palm trees. So it's like that tattoo. Have you ever seen that picture? It says
life for death.
Yeah, it says life one way, and then when you flip it upside down, it says death.
Cross.
What is that even?
Palm tree.
What is that called? Ferris, shout out to you. Hey man, what are your and Dave's thoughts on isolation? Do you think it's inhumane punishment? Dave, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Man, there is. I did the 13 months back there. There's definitely people back there that need to be there.
And why do you say that?
Well, like me, I needed to be there. I was angry. I was fighting everybody. Win or lose, it didn't matter. You know, I was the loose cannon, and I had the small man complex.
But what about the people? So obviously what you're saying is there's definitely people who do belong in isolation, but obviously maybe, I don't know. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but so would you say there's people back there who don't belong there as well?
Yeah. Like, I know...
like mental health. Let's talk about that. Guys with the mental health issues.
That depends on the situation and the mental health.
To be honest with you, I do truly feel like it's inhumane because, look, I agree with you, though. I agree that there are certain people who do need to be back there, but when you lock these guys up back in isolation because they have these mental health problems, obviously that's not where they belong, because I don't know if prison's really going to fix anybody. They really don't do anything to try to correct anything. It's just punishment. And getting locked up in the hole is just another form of punishment. So, I don't know if it's... Part of me feels like there's a lot of stuff that goes on with that's inhumane, but then again, that's how they do try to punish as well. Caesar, tell Cody I said hi and keep up the good work, you guys. Thank you very much, Caesar, for being here. It really means a lot.
Hey, Cody.
Hey, hi, Cody.
Caesar said hi.
Cody says, hello.
He said, I saw.
But, it's crazy, man. So for 13 months, like, what the hell?
You want to know the craziest part about that whole time in the hole?
Absolutely. That's what I've been trying to get out.
I got locked in the hole in 2000.
Okay.
Towards, like, August. It was August. Because I came out of the hole
in 2001.
September of 2001.
Right.
They put me in a pod, and I looked at the TV, and there was a plane flying in to a building, and I was like, what movie is this?
So you had, that's absolutely crazy. Harry Dangler again. Hey, what's the difference between a gay guy and a refrigerator? A refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull out your Oh my God. That is hilarious.
Oh man.
That is freaking crazy. So when you, we're going to leave that whole situation alone because I feel like that's just a little too crazy. But what was like adjusting coming out of the hole like after being back there for 13 months? I mean, you were pretty much like Tom Hanks in Castaway back there. You probably came out with like the full beard. Hey, Cody. Cody's got this one. Hey, shout out for the donation though, at least. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Big.
Thanks, Big. Yeah. Hey, but again, like, what was that like being around people again after so long?
It was great. I was like, hey, what are you guys doing? Can I get next on the card table? Who wants to play chess? Does anybody got a book? Dude, everybody was like,
oh my God.
Where the hell have you been?
Where is the newspaper at? Mass One, shout out to you. Yo, Joe, how's the scooter? Hashtag scooter gang. Man, the scooter is at Little Ronnie's. Little Ronnie is, of course, Uncle Billy's family. And something is wrong with the fuel line on this thing. Ronnie's been trying to get this thing right. So I'm hoping to get this thing back soon because I'm definitely missing the scooter. And you know, that's a crazy thing. Maxie Wild, happiest day in prison and why, worst day in prison is why. Let's get to that in just a second. You had a scooter as well, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Talk about your scooter. Like, what was that like? You were like Sons of Anarchy on that thing.
Yes, I was. I went everywhere. I had a group of guys too.
So you rode in a scooter club.
Kinda.
Did you guys wear the jackets like on Sons of Anarchy with the patches?
No, but we all had custom plates.
What are the vanity plates? Jordos. Is that how you pronounce that?
Jordos.
Hey, how different do you think you act on camera compared to off? Do you alter your personality for the potential young viewers? You know, it's funny because I'm very positive and upbeat the entire time. This is how I am on camera and this is how I am off camera. I mean, of course, I'm like anybody else. I'm going to have my ups and my downs as well. There's going to be times where I'm just not feeling anything. And I mean, that's just life. But this is what I enjoy doing the most, and this is when I can be the most live and interactive. So this is an awesome thing to be able to do. Eric Dottie, shout out to you again, man. APS Army for life. Let's get back to that other question though. Somebody asked, what was your best day in prison and your worst day in prison, and why?
So you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead. What was your best day in prison? And don't say the day that you got out of prison. It's almost like a trick question because while you're locked up, you're not going to have very much good stuff that goes on in there.
My best day in prison. All right, so in Virginia Beach Jail, the visitation is through a screen. Like our visitation is just like what we're doing right now.
It's a video visit.
Yeah.
Morning Wood, Joe, to unlock my name is Jeff Meme. Look it up. Hint 22 Jump Street. You need to be updated. Roll Tide. 22 Jump Street. I like 21 Jump Street. I haven't seen 22.
My name is Jeff.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
My movie game is nowhere.
My name is Jeff.
But look, so what is the best day? Billy Pearson, shout out to you. Shout out to Oban, Scotland. Shout out to Scotland, man.
Shout out to Scotland.
That's where my brother was born at, man. Billy Pearson really means a lot. Thank you for being here.
All right, so the video's on.
We're talking about your best day in prison.
I'm getting to it.
Like, can we get to it, though?
I'm going there.
Are you sure? Because
that's where I'm walking.
You know, the one thing about Dave, I have to say, you're walking. You don't do much walking, Dave. You do a lot of hobbling.
All right, I'm hopping to the point. But I'd have to say this. So, my son, what's up, Harry Dangler?
Harry Dangler again. Shout out to that little tattooing dog right there. That's what Joe looked like tattooing.
I got locked up in 2008. My son was born in 2009. So, my happiest day in prison was the first time my family brought my son to visit me. And by the time I got to prison, he was 2 years old. So he was 2 years old the first time I got to hold my son. That was my happiest day in prison.
I'm almost shedding a tear over that. Peaches! Hey guys, would you rather have me or a punk tattoo guy on the show? Oh God, look, I'm gonna be honest about this. Dave can vouch for this. I actually was trying to find Peaches on Facebook today. I showed Dave another guy that we were locked up with who was just like Peaches. He was just like Peaches. And we went through this person's friends list. I was stalking this person on Facebook. I felt so dirty for this. But I was looking for Peaches. I couldn't find him.
You know what I want to say about that, though?
What?
I think you would rather have Peaches and I'd rather have Punk Tattoo Guy.
Well, you know what? I'd like to have them both. Peaches, would you rather be locked? I told you this question was going to come up. Would you rather be locked in a cell with Peaches for an hour or add a year onto your sentence? I'm going to tell you right now, I'd be locked in a cell with Peaches for an hour any day. I mean, I don't even need the additional incentive there. What about you? Would you take a year on your sentence, or would you take an hour in the cell with Peaches? You may need a little longer than an hour.
What's up, Jasper?
Ain't no need to change the subject.
What was your favorite thing to do in prison?
Peace from the Netherlands, Jasper. Thank you very much. What does that mean? That's like rooting for a football team? Go sports.
Go.
All right, but look, so you said the best time that you never even answered the question about the Peaches thing. Let's answer that, and then let's get back to the best and worst.
I mean, prison won't that bad. Give me another year.
So no Peaches for an hour.
No.
Ferris, what was your daily routine like in isolation? How did you pass the time? Did you ever go crazy because of it?
No, I never went, yeah.
I went crazy, and I only did 2 months. The longest time I did in isolation was 2 months, and I came close to some really bad shit while I was back there, man. And it wasn't because of the time back there. It was just because of being so damn alone and having so much on my mind.
Why does Dave look like Lester from GTA?
Hey, Dave was playing Grand Theft Auto this morning, so that's
Which one's Lester?
Lester's the old freaking hobbling motherfucker, the fat guy who sets up all the jobs. Dave doesn't look like Lester from GTA. Dave looks like the kid from American Dad. What's his name?
Steve.
Steve. This is Steve from American Dad right here.
Oh my God.
Okay, so look. You say we got a couple of questions. We're gonna answer all of these questions as well. And a shout out to you. Hey Joe, I'm 19. I've sent you pics on Instagram. Would you date me? You can insult me if you want. I date you because your daddy is fuck. You know what? I love that word, like that little saying right there. And not because like chicks are saying that shit, but daddy is fuck. You know, if a chick ever came up to me and be like, "Hey, what's up, Joe? Your daddy is fuck."
What does that mean? Like,
I don't even fucking know.
You know what she's saying? I'm 19 and
you're old as a motherfucker.
Put 5 kids in me.
You're old.
Be daddy.
Wild gameplay. I think I saw you at a restaurant, but you were talking to someone, so I didn't bother you. Hey, look, if any of you ever see me out in public, you can approach me. I'm the most approachable person in the world. And if you did see me at a restaurant last night, I was talking to a very, very crazy person. What was this person's name, Dave?
Y'all ever seen that show with the snails? Turbo?
Yeah, there was a guy that we met named Turbo last night. He served some time. Really awesome guy, but he was definitely a little out there. Porky of the Pine, shout out to you. But did you try to stalk Punk Tattoo Guy's Facebook? I don't know how to find Punk Tattoo Guy.
You don't remember his name?
I don't remember his name. This was years ago when I was like 18, 19 years old in the jail. I'm 34 now, so like...
What did he do to you?
He traumatized me for life. I'm going to get to that later. We will talk about Punk.
Did he pull the meat out?
No, Dave. No, he didn't pull the meat out.
I'm not allowed to say that?
No, it's fine. But, all right, look. So we're going to get back to a few things. Billy Pearson, again, shout out to you. Cheers, Joe. I got to go 11:40 p.m. and work in the morning. Peace. Billy Pearson, shout out to you again, man. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Scotland again, man. Thanks. It really means a lot. All right, so look. You said that your best day in prison was the day that you got to see your son for the first time while you were locked up.
Yeah.
I think the best experience that I had, if I had to name one, was probably after like 10 years of my mother not even speaking to me at all. Me and her never even having a relationship. But was the first time that I actually got back.
Harry Dangler. Shout out to Harry Dangler.
Shout out to Harry Dangler again. But like I'm trying to be serious, and there's a name like Harry Dangler right there. Like how can we keep this thing serious? But yeah, like My mom didn't speak to me for 10 years. I mean, I made so many mistakes. You know, they cut ties with me. But after getting back in contact with my mother, that was probably, that was one of the greatest experiences I had in prison. Yeah, you know, it doesn't compare. I don't know. I don't know which one's better. I'm not trying to compete with you, Nita. We're not going to have a freaking Big Steen taking off for a little while. Thanks for the entertainment, guys. Hope you have a good evening. APS Army for life. Rest in peace, Skipper. Thank you very much, Big Steen. I still miss my damn cat, man. You met Skipper, didn't you?
A couple times.
Yeah, you came over here. You cut my hair. Yeah, you came. You were over here like twice, so you definitely saw Skipper a few times.
Yeah.
That was my road dog, even though that was a cat.
My road cat.
My road cat. M23. Dave, what did you get locked up for? If you want to say, by the way, love the videos, Joe. Thank you very much. Yeah, Dave, you want to talk about the repo operation you were running?
Yeah, I thought I was like unstoppable.
Unstoppable at what?
I was robbing repo lots, but
I mean, robbing. Like, what do you mean robbing? Like, that sounds like you're going in a bank or something.
All right, so
you were stealing stuff from these repo lots.
Yeah.
Let's just break it down to exactly what it was.
Yeah.
You were taking a Sawzall to a catalytic converter.
No, I never took a catalytic converter.
That was where the money would have been at for you.
But I wasn't doing like scrapping.
Oh, what were you doing?
So like
somebody needed some car parts. You were like,
yeah. And what would happen is people would hit me up and they'd be like,
Omar, shout out to you again, brother. Thank you for being here, man.
They'd be like, hey man, can you get me the passenger side fender for?
Like, how the hell do you even go steal a passenger side fender?
You go take it off.
So you're like cutting this thing off, or you got your tool kit and you're unbolting everything?
Yeah.
You got what, air tools out there?
I had some nice equipment. But see what I would do. This is why I thought I was so cool, right? I had a ledger.
Oh, a little notebook? A notebook made you professional. Matthew, what's happening with you? Why do you use nicknames and not real names in prison? Let's touch on that for a minute.
It's funny.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that is really the essence of it. Everybody's going to have a nickname for one reason or another. I mean, not every nickname is going to be funny. You know, for example, a guy that I knew that knocked me out in prison by the name of Tyson. There was nothing funny about this guy's nickname, even though I did joke on him, which ended up getting me knocked out. But hey, this guy had a nickname Tyson for a reason. He was a knockout artist.
I got the best nickname story for you.
Well, we're gonna get to that in a minute. Look, we'll get to that because look, we got stuff that we still have to expound upon. Let's go back
to the worst day.
Huh?
To the worst day?
To the worst day. Like, what was your worst day in being locked up?
All honesty, when me and you were at Halifax on the road camp, man, it was sweet. Had a decent routine.
And Dan, how do you pronounce this, Dave? Adan. I'm sorry if I mispronounced. Aiden. Yo, Joe.
Aiden TTT.
Yo, Joe, I make dubstep. You should check me out on iTunes. Aiden Santre. I think that's what that is. Instagram. Aiden something 78. Y'all check that guy out on Instagram and SoundCloud. What's the worst day? What we got here? Weenie Man. Why does Santa Claus have such a big sack? He only comes once a year. My God, Santa Claus sounds a lot like Joe these days. Joe hasn't had a chance to go on a date in a very long time. It's not looking good for the home team here. But so your worst day
was when they told me I was getting transferred to Indian Creek.
I can completely agree.
But the crazy thing is I was torn. I was kind of happy too because I was moving.
Nick, shout out to you. What was the best thing to do to pass time while locked up? We're going to get to that in a minute. So while we were at the road camp, this is the first prison that I met you at, which was a very sweet place to be, minus the fact we didn't get a lot of rec there.
Yeah, they did not give you a lot of rec.
But they told you they were transferring you to Indian Creek. This would be the second prison that me and you met up at. And when you heard the words Indian Creek, where you were going to be transferred to, what were your thoughts?
I'm never going to sleep again.
And a shout out to you again. Hey, look at the pics I sent you on Instagram. Would you date me? And daddy as fuck just means let me call you daddy. I don't know. I'm going to pull my phone out in a little while. I'm going to look at these pictures. I I was looking at Instagram earlier. I didn't see any pictures, so I don't know what that's all about. So, like, let's talk about what this prison, Indian Creek, was, because this is the prison that you got released from. This is the prison that I got released from. What was Indian Creek?
It was a therapeutic.
Woof! What is that? Woof or wolf? Woof. Hey, everyone stop being punk tattoo guy and sign up for the APS Patreon. Hey, shout out to that. Thank you very much. What was Indian Creek? What was the worst thing about this prison? Because this prison had, like, it definitely had a reputation, right?
Yeah, it was a therapeutic community.
And what does that even mean?
You were in drug class all day long. They woke you up at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's
OMG Colors, don't have a question, just love the channel. Shout out for being here. Thank you very much.
There was so many rules and people snitching the whole camp. It was just a snitch camp.
It wasn't even a camp because it was a prison.
Yeah, it was a snitch prison.
How many prisoners were here? Over 1,000.
It was like 1,200, anywhere from 900 to 1,200.
And you say that there were prisoners who would snitch. They were prisoners who were paid to snitch, basically.
Cuckoo.
Hey, shout out to that.
15.
Shout out to Kahlua, if that's how you pronounce that.
Cuckoo, kahua.
But, yeah, it was a bad place. You had to group all of the time. Like, how many groups did you have to go through on a daily basis?
5, 6.
And, like, what was so bad about these groups? I mean, obviously they were all day long, so that made them bad enough. From the time that you woke up, you were grouping, and then group like ended at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's like when you could actually just finally get some chance to try to, well, not think about this grouping stuff. Eric, I think that's what that is. I'm going to prison in 5 days. I got caught robbing a liquor store, and I don't know what to do. P.S. I love you.
Don't tell another guy you love him. There's a tip.
That's the number one thing. You know, if you are going to prison, if you're facing time in prison, the only thing you can do is accept it and make the most of it once you get there. You know, you'll find a way to get through. That's the only thing you can do. You're not going to, it's either you sink or you swim. And that's the best that you can do. Hey, Harry Dangler again. Would you rather lick a hairy butthole on the yard or get herpes for the rest of your life? Whoa.
Well, licking a hairy butthole on the yard is like having herpes.
That's going to be a reputation that lives with you forever.
Yeah, that everybody will know about it.
Yeah, the news may even come to the prison and be like, we're live in front of Indian Creek Penitentiary where Dave here, a.k.a. Steve from American Dad, was just caught licking Peach's butthole on the rec yard. Dave, what do you have to say for yourself? Hey, Ricardo, shout out to you. Hey, hello from the Dominican Republic. You should come here on vacation. My God, I would love to come.
Are we allowed to go to the Dominican Republic?
There's a lot of countries we're not allowed to go to. We can't go to Canada. We can't go to the UK. We can't. I said Canada. These are continents, I guess. Some of them are continents. We can't go to Europe. There's a lot. Omar the Arab Prince, back at you. Shout out to that, man. Really means
to Omar.
Man, Omar holding it down tonight, man. But I don't know. You know, herpes or the butthole on the rec yard thing is. I don't know what I would do. I'm gonna go with the butthole thing, man. I gotta dive right into this, man. I'm gonna dive head first into this.
Tongue first.
I ain't got no choice. I don't want herpes, man.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to suck it up.
Why are they asking us to just
sell yourself? I mean,
they're like, please tell me you'll lick a hairy butthole.
Shout out to Aiden again. Check out his Instagram and his iTunes. I said SoundCloud at first. Sorry about that. Check out Aiden on Instagram and iTunes. Thank you very much for the love.
People ask why you can't go to those places.
Huh?
To follow up, why you can't go to those places.
Yeah, the reason why we can't go to these countries, Canada, I know the UK, I'm not sure if that's a country or what the hell the deal is with that. We can't go to Australia, and there's some other place we can't go either. But the reason is because we have criminal records, and we can't go there for 20 years. That's like the most insane thing in the world. Hey, Mike's Tool Review, shout out to him. Yo, Joe, just inspired me to start my own channel. And this is my check. Hey, shout out to that. Check out Mike's Tool Reviews right there. Thank you for the love as well. But, so you said the worst day in prison for you was finding out you're going to Indian Creek. That pretty much was it.
Yeah.
Ryan Lawson, shout out. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here.
If Peaches would have beat me up, it would have been that. But luckily didn't happen.
We're going to talk about that too in a little while. Look, my worst day in prison, like what the hell was my worst day in prison? There were so many times that I had that I just thought were like the worst times. And I don't want to give you like a specific time, but I'm going to just give you like a general idea of what worst times in prison is. And this was during the time, like the first 4 years that I spent locked up, I had no outside support whatsoever. Not a visit, not a letter, not a phone call, not nothing. And when you just feel that absolute loneliness, you're going to deal with some very, very bad times in prison. Eric, can you tell me what both of your charges was? Well, Dave, you already said that yours was theft.
Breaking and entering at night, grand larceny, felony destruction of property, and felony eluding.
So you were running from the police, you were stealing stuff. Basically, all your charges revolve around that. Scotty boy, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. And my charges are completely different from that. Mine were for drugs. Mine was possession with intent to distribute, conspiracy to sell drugs, resisting arrest, reckless driving, because I tried to, for like a brief second, I tried to get in a high-speed chase. That didn't work. What else did I have? Basically...
How fast? The scooter doesn't go that
It wasn't a scooter. I was in a Camaro. You know, when I passed by the cops on the side of the road and I saw that they were immediately going to come after me, I tried to run, but they were already right behind me. I should have just kept running, I'll be honest with you. Aiden, would you rather go on a date with peaches on Valentine's Day or punk tattoo guy's name on your Junie cakes? That's,
You might see me and Peaches.
You know what? I would take the date with peaches, to be honest with you.
You might see me and Peaches at Panera Bread. Hey.
What's up? I'm with my little boo thing right here. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. But yeah, I would definitely take that because you know why? I would turn that into the most epic video ever. Joe finds peaches here on After Prison Show. Ryan Lawson, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Check out Joe sniffing that chair. Like, what does that even smell like? Did you ever see anybody in prison do this? Let's talk about this, Dave. That's what that's about right there. Like, when you would have these counselors who would be sitting in these chairs, how many times did you see something like this? Tell the fine folks who are joining us tonight, like
at least every day, dude. I've seen someone sniff a chair every day.
Tripped Out Tech, shout out to that. Thanks for the advice last night, Joe. Thank you for being here again tonight. Tripped Out Tech really means a lot. But why would they sniff these chairs?
All right, so
just like break down the whole rundown.
If you sit in a plastic chair for an hour,
it's going to have some sort of a smell to it.
I mean, you'll sweat a little. Your butt will get hot. So if a woman...
William Gallimore, shout out to you. Thank you for being here.
If the counselors would come in, they'd be women. Some were cute, some were not.
But it didn't even matter if they were cute or not. It's just as long as they were a female of any kind that was sitting in that chair. It didn't even have to be a counselor. It could have been a female correctional officer. It could have been a nurse.
Man. What was at Indian Creek? What was her name? The short chick that had the butt that was like this wide. Mrs. started with a B.
Ah, man. You put me on the spot here.
CO.
The Poon Destroyer. Good Lord, I wish that was me these days. What was the CO with the really, really nasty attitude? The female chick, the real dark-skinned chick. What was it? It was Turner. It began with a T.
Turner.
Was it Turner? I thought it was something else.
No, it was Turner. Yeah.
She was like the worst.
No, what about the gay chick? You don't remember her?
No.
The gay
Omar Hernandez, shout out to you, man. What's happening with you tonight, brother?
The gay white chick with the...
Oh my God, yes, she looked like the bus driver. The big man. And
hey, yo,
she ended up leaving there. Like, why did she leave? Something happened that made her leave. I can't even remember what the hell it was.
I don't remember.
Like, she got fired or like they made her leave from that job.
Man, I don't remember. I know.
Because she used to be on the rec yard and she would be searching people like on rec, like out at rec. This chick would just be walking around like, hey, yo, come here. I'm searching you right now. She was her attitude was crazy. Mike, shout out to you. You should consider raising the donation threshold. There are way too many interruptions. That is a good idea. We may consider that for the next one. But yeah, there were just some really, really crazy chicks that worked at this prison.
We called her the Boulevard Nazi.
That's good, and that's why, because she would always be out there searching people, man. Like, she was held either on the rec yard or on the boulevard, and what the boulevard is like the sidewalk that basically connects the entire prison. This is where all the prisoners travel to either go back to their housing units, to go to the chow hall, anywhere. Harry Dangler, again, shout out to you, man.
I think he just keeps doing that because he wants you to say Harry Dangler.
Harry Dangler. Shout out to that. That's gonna be my new nickname if I ever. That might just be my new nickname.
HP and HD.
Definitely, man.
Harry Potter and
Meat
Harry
Wiggle,
Dangler.
shout out to you. But again, let's get back to what we were originally talking about, which was the chair sniffing. Like, what was the deal with the chair sniffing?
I mean, dudes, and it was never me.
Dave, I have to ask, did you ever?
No, I never sniffed a chair.
Did you ever want to? Did you ever see a counselor get up and be like, God, I wonder what that smells like? Yes.
What, the chair?
Yeah.
No, I've got a counselor get up and me go, God, I wonder what her butt smells like, but I wasn't wondering what the chair smelled like after her butt was in it.
Aiden, shout out to you. My grandpa says your generation relies too much on technology. I replied, no, your generation relies too much on technology. Now unplug. Oh my God, Aiden, that's not a nice thing. Even Cody's over here laughing about this.
Yo, I got a joke.
We get your joke later.
All
we
right.
don't want to hear your dumb joke right now. I want to hear about chair sniffing.
All right, good, because I kind of forgot part of the joke, so it would have sucked anyway.
Yeah, so... What do you got your phone on in this thing? Oh, and real quick, look, I do have to say this. Turn that off, man. Look, somebody had left a comment on the video that we just uploaded earlier today, and they said, Joe, you were really mean to Dave in last night's live stream at the end of it. I don't even remember if I was mean to you or not.
You were like, all right, you can go now.
Oh, I did say that. You know, my mind, it kind of slips me sometimes.
Joe, that's Joe. You got to know that Joe says things, but he loves you. Like, he don't mean it to be mean. He was playing. He was joking. The only reason I left is because I had to use the bathroom.
Well, I do want to apologize for being an asshole to you about that. You know, I didn't mean for it to come off like that.
This has happened before.
Yeah, it always happens. You know, it happens. Look, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm only human. But look, again, because we keep getting off topic, like, just continue with the chair sniffing thing. Like, you saw this often. Like, I mean, you got some weirdos who are locked up, and this is what they get off on this type of stuff.
Man, the chair sniffing thing is weird. But the guys that would all right, in the bathrooms, the doors to the bathrooms at Indian Creek were like saloon doors. You know, like
so they
back
swing.
in Western, it was like two doors that just went in and out, right? And you might bump into a guy jerking off, peeking through the doors, staring at the female counselors or...
Selena Jean, shout out to you. No question right now. Just wanted to say, hey, y'all. Keep up the awesome work, Joe. Thanks for visiting us. Dave, Cody. You're pretty amazing for doing what you do. Have a great one. I think that's what that's going to say at the bottom.
Have a good night, fellas.
Selena Jean, thank you very much. So what are we talking about? We're in the bathroom now with the swinging doors. And what's going on in the bathroom?
Man, guys would go in there and they call it gunning.
What is gunning? I don't know. Do we have machine guns? Do we have pull over? What the hell is gunning?
Pretty much pull over. Man, guys would just they'd pull out their dicks on the
again. We talked about the language, David. Look at Cody. Cody's shaking his head. He's
But
like,
you said bad words.
Well, you know what I mean. We're not saying the D word.
Okay. So they pull out their meat. Is that better? Or the content?
That's good. It's fine.
All right, they'd pull out themselves.
They would whip out
their member.
Okay, and then what? You know?
And they would jerk off in the direction of the female counselor or female CO through the crack in the door, hoping that the woman would see them.
And they would make eye contact.
Yeah, they'd make eye contact
and that would mean they're getting married.
Yeah.
She made eye contact with me. She loves me. She's seen me sniping, another thing that they would call it.
Yeah, and then that's if a chick, if one of these females would look and see what you were doing.
And wouldn't say anything.
And wouldn't say anything or wouldn't write you up.
She was down for the cause.
Yeah,
she was down for the team.
Yeah, they said she's
trained to go.
Yeah,
she's
trained to go. That's what it was.
She's TTG. But now
trained to go.
But now here's the reality of that situation at the same time. What would happen in most cases when these guys would be behind these swinging bathroom doors, doing their little duty, playing Call of Duty from the bathroom in the prison, and basically make eye contact with the woman, and she was not responsive of this in a positive.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? hey!
We got a code 4-5 going on in the bathroom right now.
He's got his gun out.
We've got a man with a weapon in the restroom.
He's armed.
Armed and dangerous, sending the SWAT.
Man.
And how many times would you see this type of stuff happen where a guy would actually get caught doing something like this?
You know what's crazy? We're sitting here talking about men who we've seen their D.
Well, you know, when you're in prison.
Have you seen the D, Joe?
When you're in prison, you're going to see a lot of D, unfortunately. It's going to be crazy.
You know, I just remembered this was my worst day in prison.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Dave's about to tell some stories of seeing the D.
Where I was at, there was 2 tiers, right?
Uh-huh.
And we were in the corner. It was actually jail.
Okay.
It was before prison. And we were in the corner cell of the top tier, and we were doing a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the lookout, but I was watching the tattoo. And then someone was like, "Are you looking out?" So I looked out the cell, and I seen directly across the pod into another cell. This dude had a freaking... It was like this big.
What was? Oh,
dude, I swear to God, I'm not trying to beef up this guy's package. He was like, it was humongous, bro. I swear to God, I immediately felt like a child.
Dave, that is horrible, man.
That was the worst day of my life, actually, because...
Did you guys make eye contact?
Hey!
Because if you made eye
Dave
contact...
got gunned down by a freaking bazooka.
Because if you made eye contact and you didn't say anything...
We got married.
Well, then obviously, Dave, that meant that you were trained to go.
And he could do it whenever.
Oh, my goodness, like Dave, that is a horrible experience. I've seen, you know...
But look, back the gunning situation, right? Now, this is the crazy thing that goes with gunning, right? So if you gunned her down...
Uh-huh.
There's nobody over there, by the way. If Joe gunned down this CO and she was down for the cause...
Which I never did, by the way. I just have to emphasize that.
And then Joe found out that I gunned her down.
Now you have had sex with my girlfriend, and we got some beef.
Yo, I have seen people fight over this.
I've seen it myself.
Like, bro, how you gonna my girl? Like, I'm sitting there. Look, I remember sitting in my cut going, that dude's about to get hit with a lock.
Behind
masturbating behind a bush. Dude, you're a sex offender. You are a sex offender. Like, look, anybody out there, comment, what would you do if there was a guy behind a bush jerking off to your sister?
Well, that's going to be a bad situation. I can just see that now.
I mean, that's what he was doing. It was terrible.
And that's very, very true, though, because guys will make up these fabrications inside of their minds that they have a relationship with either a counselor, a nurse, a female member of, a female prison guard or whatever, just because it doesn't even have to be taken as far as gunning. It could just be because...
she smiled at you.
She smiled at you. She said hello. You could be passing. I've seen guys, like, just in passing, they would, try to talk to these female, staff. And they'd be like, hey, good morning. How are you doing today? And the female staff would be like, hey, good morning. And then they would turn around to their buddies and he'd be like, hey, yo. Boom. Hey, yo. That was just my angry side.
I thought you were really about to hit my cow. I was like, no.
They would turn around. They'd be like,
I already heard it enough.
Hey, man, did you see the way she was looking at me? Dude, she wants me. You know what I mean?
She's trained to go, bro. Really,
really crazy, man. But, so yeah, like, what would What would you rather do, Dave? Would you rather be locked up in a cell with a guy who was a gunner? And now, what I mean by this is, you're in a cell with your cellmate is just one of these guys that constantly stands at the door gunning, or go on a picnic with Peaches.
I got a chance of not seeing a dick if I go with Peaches on a picnic. I'm going every time. Like, if my cellie's like, hey, I'm about to gun, I'll be like, well, I'm going to go on a date with Peaches.
Have you ever been in a cell with somebody who, I mean, that's what they were doing, like, maybe you got up out of the middle of the night to take a piss.
Yeah,
You knuckled up. You have to.
Yeah, I freaking...
You have no choice but to fight.
And you have to hit these guys as hard as possible, because most of the time you hit them while they're gunning. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to make sure they don't get up and they're like, dangling around trying to freaking wrestle with you inside of the cell.
Yeah, I've seen that before too. Two men fighting in the shower.
Butt ball naked.
Bro, I go butt ball naked, bro.
Butt ball naked in the shower. Just totally. It's almost like WWE inside of the shower. Eric Dottie, are you ever going to get a new pet? And if so, what would you get? I don't know.
Get a female Rottweiler and name her Peaches.
That is probably not going to happen, Dave. We were actually going to play some music tonight. We should have wrote a prison song. We should write a song about prison. I mean, not prison, but about Peaches in prison. Didn't you? I mean, you do write music as well, don't you?
Really?
We're going to put Dave on blast at some point tonight because Dave has some music that he does. And, if we can get Cody to figure this out, we're all going to check out some of Dave's music.
Man.
What are you like? You're sort of like Logic, actually.
Who?
Oh, you don't know who Logic is?
Logically?
No, Logic, the rapper dude.
No.
You don't know who that is? And well, we may get to that. But let's talk about like what. Oh my God, man! What would you rather do? Have to spend another year in prison, or just walk around for one day holding Peach's hand while in prison? 1 year in prison versus 1 day holding Peach's hand. Judy Cake Bandit, where is Dave from? He sounds like a good old Mississippi or Louisiana boy. That's a really funny thing that you say that, because Dave is very country.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm a freaking Yankee.
You're a Yankee, man. You're definitely from the north.
I'm from upstate New York.
Oh, you're from New York?
Upstate. I'm from the mountains.
Oh, from the mountains? You kind of look like Broke. What's that movie called?
No.
What's that movie? It's like Broke.
The Hills Have Eyes?
Oh, well, either The Hills Have Eyes or Brokeback Mountain. If they had a...
The Hills Have Eyes. That's like, that whole thing started because of the inbreeding up in the mountains.
Where you're from?
Yeah. Yep.
That's
my
pretty
sister,
crazy.
she is so sexy. Anyways.
What? Your sister is so sexy, Dave. Why have I never met your sister? Oh, that's right, because Jody has your sister. Oh my goodness, man. That's a crazy situation. So you and your sister are cool?
No.
Not at all?
Nope.
Because of the whole Jody situation?
Yep. No, we're cool. We're cool. I got 2 beautiful nephews too.
Hey man, that's awesome, man. That really is.
But a hot mess.
It's crazy. You know what? We should definitely be. I think what we'll do is we'll take a little break from the what would you rather or the questions. We've got some more stories we're going to tell. I've actually got a whole outline of this live stream for this evening with Dave. But we should open up the phone line, see if anybody wants to call in, and maybe you guys got some questions you want to ask. Cody, did we even charge the phone today? Cody's shaking his head like, no, Joe, the phone is dead. But I can plug the phone in because I do got a USB right here next to me, so I can do that. I should also be checking my Instagram, finding out if there were some nudes in my Instagram. Because you're daddy as fuck. Remind me not to leak my number tonight, too. Dave, can we cut the phone on? Is the phone even cut on?
The phone is cutting on.
Cody's about to spam the comments with... I don't even know what I'm looking for. Send disappearing photos. Oh, my God. I didn't even know you could do this with Instagram now. What is Instagram turning into the new Snapchat? Are they, taking over now?
Uh-oh.
We got a call.
We got a call from Chi-Town. Who's this on the line? Nobody.
Let me see the phone, man. You don't even know how to work the smartphone. Dave, how long did it take you to figure out how to use the phone?
My phone don't even have any buttons on it.
Hey, Pennsylvania, who's on the line?
What's up?
Hey, Jay, what's going on with you, man?
Chillin', man. Yo, I got a question for you.
What's going on? What's the question?
Alright, so I've been seeing my probation officer for like a year.
Okay.
We're kind of involved with each other.
You and your PO. My God, man, that is a story right there in itself.
You're a lucky man.
You're definitely a lucky man.
I don't know what to do, man. I feel like your coworkers are getting on to it.
Well, one thing that I would suggest is that you definitely try to keep that on the low for forever. You know, you really have a great thing going on right there. It sounds like you could almost like do no wrong in this situation.
She don't want you to get locked up.
She definitely don't want you to get locked up. But what you have to do is you have to be as careful as you can, or as careful as you really can be, to make sure that, you know, this cat never gets out of the bag. Actually, calling in and talking about this on a live stream is probably not a really good idea either. But hey, man, I really wish you the best of luck with that situation.
Oh, man, it's ridiculous. You have no idea.
Well, man, hey, congratulations, man. That's pretty awesome.
I appreciate it.
I tried to get involved with my probation officer, but he won't have it.
Hey, look, man, thank you for calling in. You have a good night, all right, man?
You, Dave, you're ugly as fuck.
Yes!
Hey, see you later, man.
One more guy that thinks I'm not cute.
Hey, you're winning in that department. I thought you were pretty hot when I first... What? Are we live?
Peaches.
Hey, hello, who's on the line?
What's up?
What's going on? Who is this?
This is Joe. What's up, man? Shay.
Hey, Jay, what's going on? We just talked to a Jay, man. How you doing?
I heard that, man. I'm doing good, man. I can't believe I got through.
Well, I'm glad you did. Where you at? You're in Hawaii?
You got that right.
What's the weather like in Hawaii right now?
Dude, it's gorgeous. About 72 degrees and sunny.
Dude, man, what the hell? We're missing out. Where's it?
What?
72 and sunny.
Nice thing from here, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, look, man, well, I greatly appreciate you calling in. You got a question or you got anything you want to add?
No, man, just got out. I spent 32 months and I just got out, so I just got on your show about 2 weeks ago, so I'm happy you're doing what you're doing, helping people out, man. I really appreciate that.
Well, man, I'm happy to hear that you're out after 32 months, man. Hey, brother, I wish you all the best in this world, man, and never give up believing that you can accomplish anything, no matter what the situation is, man.
You got it, bro. I can't believe I got through. God bless you, man. Have a good day. Good luck with you.
Hey, you as well, man. Take care.
All right, take care, bro.
All right, bye. Hey, man, that's awesome, man. After 32 months coming home, you know.
He probably did Fed time, too, talking about some 32 months.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking months, it's definitely in the feds. Hey, hello, who we got on the line here?
Holy crap. This is
Number
crazy.
on the screen, Joe. Number.
Oh, shit. Hey, who am I speaking with? I'm sorry, I was messing up right there.
Holy crap. I didn't think this would work.
It definitely did. Who is this?
Anthony.
Anthony. That sounds like a code name. Hey, what's going on with you, Anthony? Where are you calling from?
Texas.
Texas. Hey, you know, all my exes live in Texas. I don't know if you ever heard that or not.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Hey, look, man, well, I greatly appreciate you calling in. You have a good one, all right, man?
Okay, you too. Tell Dave I said hi.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. Anthony says hello.
What's up, Anthony?
Hi.
Hey, take care, man.
Alright.
All right, bye. Let's see who else is calling in. If you guys got any questions, man, call in with a question. Call in with anything you want to talk about. We're going to do these phone calls for a little while, and then we're going to get back to some stories. Hey, who is on the line here?
There's no way I'm through.
Dude, you're definitely through, and you're definitely live. Who is this?
This is Daniel.
Daniel, what's up with you, man? Hey, you're calling from Texas as well, I see.
I'm from Texas, yeah, but I'm actually English. Just moved over here through Dad's job.
Dude, man, that's awesome, man. Well, shout out to the UK as well, man.
Shout out, man. Alright, love your vids, man. Keep everything up.
Hey, dude, take care of yourself, man. Thanks for calling. Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for calling again, then.
Dude, I love your live stream.
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you know, I got to be honest with you. Look, I love the live streams as well. And I'm trying to honestly turn this into, like, I don't know if you've ever seen, like, the late night show with, I don't know, anybody. But we are going to be taking this up to a whole nother level. So it really means a lot that you're enjoying this, man.
Yeah, man, I just want to say to James really quick, I actually go to
Hey, man, that's awesome. What part of upstate New York?
I'm in Binghamton, New York.
You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I'm from East Greenbush or Schenectady.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Schenectady?
I think I've heard of that, actually. It sounds familiar.
Hell yeah. Hey, well, look, man, greatly appreciate you joining us with the live stream, and thank you for calling in, man.
Yeah, I actually have a really good question. I'm actually doing a school project about the prison system. I was wondering if maybe one day I could interview you guys for it.
We'll definitely try to make that happen, man. Look, check out the descriptions. I got my email in the descriptions, man. Shoot me an email, and maybe we can talk about that, man.
All right, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Hey, have a good one, all right?
You guys have a good night.
Take care, man. We're live with the phone.
What do you think about that? That could be a
What, a school project?
school project with Joe and Dave.
Joe and Dave on the school project. Hey, hello, who is this? Unavailable.
Is it Joe?
No, this is Taco Bell. Can I take your order?
Wait, hold up. Is this really Joe?
It is. Who is this?
Oh my god!
Who am I speaking with?
Oh my goodness!
Hey, who is this?
Daniel, I live in H-Town.
H-Town, shout out to you, Daniel, man. What's going on with you tonight?
Nothing much.
Well, I greatly appreciate you joining us here on the live stream. You enjoying it tonight? You enjoying hearing these crazy little stories me and Dave are talking about?
Yep.
Dude, you're awesome, bro. Well, thank you for joining us, man. And you have a good one, all right?
Yeah, you too.
Hey, take care, man. Man, that is awesome. I love how this phone works in comparison to the old phone that we had, because the old phone definitely did not work at all. We had to smash that in one of the first live streams. Hey, hello, who's on the line?
Oh, Gabriel.
Hey, Gabriel, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Thank you for calling in, man. Thank you for joining us tonight on the live stream.
Awesome. Yeah, man. No problem, man. I came across you when I got into trouble, and I ended up looking for advice because I might have gone to prison.
Right.
Well, because I got pulled over by a person that gives tickets, and the person ended up reaching into my cab. Well, I ended up trying to drive off, but then the officer, he grabbed me by my neck, and then I ended up dragging him. Like, I kept on driving.
That's crazy.
I ended up dragging him all the way to the light. And so, yeah, I'm facing assault with a deadly weapon. And
Man.
so I was hearing that I had some prison time probably, so I was looking for advice of how to prepare myself for prison. And I came across your videos.
Hey, look, man, the only thing you can do, man, is just keep it real, man. Look, if you do end up getting locked up for this, man, don't feel like this is the end of the road. You know, you go into this situation with your head held high and know who you are as a man, and just make sure that you just carry yourself as a respectable person and also as somebody who, you know, gives respect as well, because the number one thing about being locked up is respect. Do you agree with that, Dave? So anyways, look, man, hey, I greatly appreciate you calling in tonight, brother, and I wish you all the best with your situation. I hope it works out in your favor, man.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good luck, brother.
Take care, man.
Thank you. Okay, you too. God bless.
God bless, man. That's crazy, man.
That's a serious situation.
Yeah. What the hell were you laughing about, man? This dude is like, you know, telling us some serious shit right here.
Cause he got pulled over by a guy that gives tickets.
Dave, you're a piece of shit. This is probably the last time I ever have Dave on the live stream, man. Give me a one. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. Hey, hello. Who's on the line here?
Oh, Joe.
What's going on? Who's this?
This is Kevin, man.
Kevin, shout out to you, man. Where you
What's up,
calling
Kev?
from?
Yeah, I'm calling from West Palm Beach.
Oh man, what's the weather like in West Palm Beach right now?
The sun's dropping down, going in 80 degrees all day today, super hot.
Hell yeah.
But just chilling, man.
Hell yeah.
I had a couple questions for you.
Go ahead, man. What's up?
I gotta say, huge fan, man. I've been watching for before you hit 200,000 subscribers, and your page is blown up. It's so sick.
I appreciate that, man.
Watching your show every day.
I really appreciate it.
You did a while back. You did a video with it was a day you almost ran off the bridge.
Right.
Ran over that tire.
Yeah.
And you were doing the drone, photos, taking drone shots and surveying and stuff. And I was wondering if you were going to be getting back into that or whatever happened with that, because it seemed like it was a cool venture and it was an awesome video.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned the whole drone photography thing. We want more Dave. Hashtag that. Hashtag the Dave taking over. It's a funny thing that you mentioned the whole drone photography thing because I actually just did a drone video like yesterday, and I literally just sold this drone video today. So, yeah, this was something that I kind of stepped away from for just a little while, but it's definitely something that I'm getting back into, obviously with all of the problems that we're having here with YouTube. But this is something it's a huge part of what I do on the side, aside from After Prison Show. So, yeah, that's something that I'm definitely pursuing as well.
Awesome, man. That was a cool thing. Like, I'm interested to find a way to get into that, and that's why I like those videos, because I'm interested in that same type of stuff.
Hell yeah.
I heard about the issues with YouTube. Did you go over that one in your recent videos?
You know,
I've been able to keep up this week.
You know, I don't even really talk about it too much. It's affecting everybody. That's the most that I'm gonna say. You know, if you got any kind of like edgy content, you're gonna have problems. And After Prison Show is definitely edgy. So you know, it's affecting everybody.
But I mean, you're edgy, but all in all, I mean, for the most part of what's out there, I figure you keep it pretty clean. So hopefully they get all that stuff worked out, and you can keep cashing in on that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it does get worked out, but you know, you never know. One thing about it, as with anything in life, you can never put all of your eggs in one basket. You always have to be constantly pursuing other things and making sure that you have backup plans for backup plans, basically.
Sweet, man.
Hey, look, man, well, I greatly appreciate you calling in, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. Take it easy.
Hey, have a good one, all right?
Peace.
All right, take care. All right, we're going to get away from the phones for a little bit. Cody, go ahead and take this.
Cody.
What we got going on here?
Why aren't there donations here? They are.
Okay.
I raised it up to $2 so you guys can talk.
All right, we need some questions. We are taking questions with the Q&A. This was a Q&A, wasn't it? And look at Dave. Dave is trying to keep up with the comments, but the comments. Cody, what did you do over there? I'm seeing comments are like crazy. So look, Dave, and I have my little agenda as well. This is what you said that your little notepad.
My ledger.
Your ledger. This is what Dave had when he was.
I was going around to different repo lots and like
clocking what they
I would
had.
be like, all right, they got 6 Honda Civics, blue, red, green, yellow, purple. You know,
so you could get any color parts for any kind of car.
And people would be like, yo, do you got, because they didn't know how I was getting stuff.
Right.
They were just like, hey, do you got, and I'd be like, yeah,
I do.
I got it.
I do. It's on my ledger. I've written it down. Yeah, so when the way I got knocked off was I went to this place, I've been scoping it out. I went in, and the business across the street had hired an overnight cleaning company. Right.
That was the first night they were there. Like, for 2 weeks of scoping the place out, nobody's there. And then I'm like, all right, I'm doing this tonight.
And you picked the worst damn night.
And it was the first night that the cleaning company was there. If I'd have just scoped them out like one more time, I'd have known.
That they do got a cleaning service that comes once every 2 weeks.
Across the street.
Oh my God.
Right,
man.
so I'm in there and I'm doing my thing. I'm in there for like an hour. I think I was actually taking a whole kit off of a Volkswagen Golf.
So you're taking the whole body kit off this car?
Yes.
How long was this taking you?
I was in there for about 3 hours.
Well, you're like a freaking mechanic theft.
Bro, repo lots are crazy. I would go in there. Not only did I go in and rob them, but I would go in. The keys would be in the car. I would start the cars up to make sure parts work. Play the radio and take parts apart.
So you got the radio playing. You're in there just freaking like you run the place.
Hey, look, and this is also the cool thing about doing this, right? I search these cars because, like you're the repo man. You just take the car and park it in the back of the place, right? I go through it. I found guns.
Oh my God. Dave, you were a horrible person.
Money.
What was the craziest thing that you found inside of a car while you were doing this stuff? I guess this must be crazy.
I mean, drugs.
Like how much drugs?
Like a half a pound of weed.
That's a pretty big lick right there.
Yeah. I found, and whoever was doing this was very. They were very good at what they did. You might know who you are.
Dave got you for your half a pound.
But it was all like bagged up, and they had pictures on the bags.
Pictures on the bag. I mean, how you say they were very good at what they did?
Well, it was like a quarter pound was in like one bag, and then the rest of it was like broke down into.
So they definitely.
$8.
So as soon as they got pulled over, I mean, they're definitely getting a distribution charge.
Well, they didn't get pulled over.
Well,
they was hiding their stash in their whip, and the repo man came and took their car. I know he woke up the next morning like, son of a bitch.
Why did I leave that?
Not only did they take my car, they got the pack.
Why did I leave that in the car? Porgy of the Pond. Do you have any stories about prisoners that always worked out? Dave, you were one of those guys, weren't you?
I always worked out.
I always worked out too. I just
You can't-
never really got. I never really got anywhere with my workout. I played a lot of sports though because, and I was always thin. I was super freaking thin when I came home. I looked like I ran like miles every single day.
Dude, I'm 5'9", and that's adding.
That's with
Probably
heels.
like 5'8".
So you're 5'9" with heels on.
5'9" with a cast.
Oh yeah, because you got your foot arched up. So when you got your foot arched up in the cast, I just have to ask you a question. Do the Junies kind of pop out just a little bit?
Here, look. Run your face into this real hard.
I mean, because like a girl when she sits up on her feet, I mean the Junies may stick back a little bit farther. Do you feel? Are you looking a little more of the
So what
Junie?
you're saying is heels make the
Yeah, it kind of arches up the little Junies.
gives
back
it that cuff.
Yeah, definitely. But look, do you got any crazy workout stories, like things that you saw with people who were working out? Maybe a fight on the weight pit, anything like that? I can tell you a crazy story real quick while you think of something. There were these two older guys, and this was at Halifax. I don't even know if you were here for this. But look, there were these two. Was this at Halifax? No, this wasn't.
Were you always in the annex? Or
I never went to the main building, no.
Never?
No. You went to the main building, didn't you? Or did
church?
You? Oh, yeah.
Nah.
So at this prison, there was what was considered the main building, and there were two dorms inside of the main building, right?
Yeah, 100-man dorm.
Okay, so you had 100 guys in the main
50.
building on each side, 50 on each side, and then there was an annex, and this was just an additional building that had two more dorms in it as well, and or two more housing units in it with two dorms in it per side.
3 dorms.
Was it? Because there was a north side and a south side, right?
Right, and then on the north side you had the guard booth, and you had the one to the right and one to the left, and then the one that went around the
Was
guard
there?
booth. Yeah, you stayed around. The
Oh, you
guard
damn
booth
sure
in the
did.
back.
They damn sure did have 3. Yeah, there was 3 in there. I forgot about that. That is crazy. Fahad, shout out to that. Dave, are you gay or bi? Be yes, Fahad or Fahid. Thank you for that one, man. That was the right.
Ask Joe.
Dave is only gay on Tuesdays, Wednesdays. What's today? Thursday? Ding ding. But okay, so this crazy story. This didn't happen in Halifax. This happened at another road camp that I was at, and this was during the first time that I was at prison. God, I sound like a piece of shit for even saying I've been to prison more than once.
Dude, I was just talking about being locked up in 2000.
Yeah. Well, so we've obviously done multiple stints of being locked up, but this was at another place that was just like this first prison that me and you were at. And there were these two older guys, and both of these guys were in really, really good shape, right? They worked out a lot, but they were really old. These guys were like 50 plus, right? Maybe even like pushing their 60s. And for whatever reason, these two guys decided that they wanted to have a foot race, okay? Like, I don't even know why they even decided to do this.
Were they black or white or Mexican?
I can't remember like the specifics. I know the one guy that ended up being the part of this story that I'm going to tell you about. I'm quite sure he was an older white guy. But what happened was these two older guys get set and they're getting ready to like just run for the hills basically on the prison rec yard. So when they take off to start running, it's not even like 2 seconds into this race, one of these guys' hip just completely like freaking shatters. And you heard this thing and it was like, pung! And this guy was laying on the ground with his leg way back here somewhere. Hey, Matthew, speaking of Big D, I've seen a lot of long knee slappers back when I was a CO, unfortunately. Strip searches suck, LOL. Much love from Tennessee again. My God.
Hey, Matt.
You know, that's like the worst thing in the world to just have to see that python and just be like, God, Lord, I've got like an earthworm compared to this freaking manaconda.
Hey, look, now I want you to be honest. How many of your fellow COs actually like doing the strip searches?
Oh my God. You know, there are guys that live for that. And not only, you can just tell that they enjoy that. They'll be laughing. They'll be like, huh, look at that anaconda right there just swinging between your legs, boy. Go ahead and pop a squat so I can spread them juniors. Yeah, how many times did you...
Stop dropping cough, sir.
Oh my God. Like leaving from visitation. Leaving from visitation was always like the worst. What happens when you leave from visitation?
You and another guy stand next to each other and take your clothes off.
It could be more than just you and another guy, though. It could be like 3 or 4 of you guys back there.
Butt naked.
And it's insane. Fahid, Joe, there's a place in Nova Scotia, Canada named Halifax. It's the city and a place called Bedford. It's the city in a place called Bedford. Hey, that's crazy. You know, there's a lot of Halifaxes, as a matter of fact. This one that we're speaking of in particular is in Virginia. And it's a freaking prison.
Yeah.
What'd you think of old Halifax?
Camp 23. It was all right. I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, it was a good little place to do time at. Hey, your dude, shout out to you. Thank you for being here, man. But again, let's get back to visitation. Let's get back to when you're leaving from visitation and you're in this room. There's like, what, one CO in there with you? Maybe there's more.
Or two.
Yeah, and what are they doing? They're getting you naked.
Yeah, they want to see everything.
And why do they do this? I mean, one, we know they enjoy it, but what's the main reason why they do this?
Most people, that's where they're sneaking drugs, cigarettes in, is through visitation.
Cell phones, things of that nature.
What
Joe's lady,
what
Elizabeth. Hey, shout out to Joe's lady right there. Joe, can you unload the contents of your sack and something? My goodness. I mean, to like read something like this live? What are you doing to me, girl? But like, did you ever see anybody leaving from visitation trying to sneak anything in and like get caught?
Yeah.
And what was it?
It was drug pills.
And what happened when they got caught?
They escorted them straight to the hole.
Straight to the hole. Ricardo, shout out to you again. Hey, Joe, question. How did you learn video editing? Please say hello to my sister, Dolorita. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. She's a great fan of yours. Shout out to Dolorita. I'm trying to get that right.
I think you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope so. But, you know, what do you remember about this, though? Let's say, for example, because I saw this happen a lot of times while in visitation. Guards would be watching a specific prisoner with his visit because they were under the assumption that something was about to get passed. Maybe they had listened to a phone call. Maybe this guy was already under investigation because they thought he was getting things into the prison. Did you ever see anybody in visitation get snatched up because they thought something got passed?
Oh, right in the middle of it.
Right in the middle. Fahid, shout out to you again, man. Hey, Joe places thrust Dave's. I'm having a hard time with this one. Joe,
please thrust Dave's
nose slowly and say, "Dad, you like that?" What? What's going on? Cody's shaking his head to this one. I can't do that, man. That's a little crazy right there. Hey, look. So you did see somebody get snatched up right in the middle of visitation?
Yeah.
And what was the whole circumstance behind that? Shout out to your dude again, man.
I seen the dude get snatched up and his girl.
And because there was definitely something being passed.
Yeah, they put it in the popcorn bag. She put something in the bag of popcorn.
And he was supposed to eat it and swallow it.
Yeah.
Now, did he get to the point where he had actually eaten it? Or do you know?
No.
So they found it.
They seen her. Yeah, they found it. They seen her put it in the popcorn bag.
You know what's crazy is
the microwave.
82nd ABN vet. Shout out to you, man. Hey, Joe, talk us through the last 24 hours in prison before you were finally released. Awesome channel and content. You done good, son. Thank you very much, man. It really means a lot. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. I've got that written down, as a matter of fact, for the last day of prison. We're even going to talk about the first day as well. But look, on this topic here of seeing somebody trying to pass something through visitation, seeing somebody getting caught in the midst of this, Blake, Dave, have you ever thought about making your own YouTube channel? It's looking a little more promising by the day, isn't it?
Or not promising.
Hey, we're gonna hook Dave up, man. We're gonna give Dave the After Dave show, man.
Someone said the APS Dave edition.
I mean, that's what it could be. I mean, look, Dave, you are a great addition to this. You are a good homeboy.
Part of the app's army.
Yeah, definitely part of it, man. Look, Dave's here for life, so that's what it is. We are going to be tattooing APS Army for life on Dave's back.
Or maybe somewhere, but not the back.
Or maybe we'll paint his cast tonight with APS Army for life on it.
I'm down.
But look, what I'm talking about with this visitation thing, people trying to pass things through. I saw, or I knew of a guy who actually tried to get the drugs through. They didn't get through. He swallowed them. They couldn't find them. Cubicle Slave, shout out to you, Joe. My coworker hid my coffee mug at work today as a joke. How do I establish dominance to let them know I'm not the one? You get that coffee. I don't even want to set you up for failure. But, you look, on that note right there, look, my method of going about dominance is not the right one. Matter of fact, when I took Dave out to dinner last night, Dave was on his crutches, and somebody made fun of Dave, and I absolutely...
we went out.
I absolutely was about to get in a fight last night behind Dave.
Look at this dude wobbling.
I think Dave is hot. Hey, Joe, I love the live stream. First thing I did when I got home, my question is for Dave. Are you single? And if you are, what are you looking for in a relationship?
I just got out of a relationship.
Dave doesn't want a relationship.
Yeah, I just got out of.
Dave's looking for a
relationship.
What are you looking for? An FWB type of thing?
Not even, bro.
Not
even that. That's just a little too much too. I'm just looking for someone to talk to.
Dave just wants a friend.
Just want a friend, man.
But there was this guy who got caught in visitation. They couldn't find what he had. But what they will do is, when a situation like this does arise, and they think that you have swallowed something in visitation, where do you go when that happens? Well, they take you to the cell with no water, right?
Oh yeah. There's no swallowing. There's no nothing.
They take you to the cell that doesn't have water, and what they do is they monitor you for 24 hours because they want to watch you use the restroom, and they're gonna get that stuff right out of the poo. They're gonna get it right out of the poo. Hey, Anonymous, yo Joe, my dude, what is up? How you doing? And also, have you heard of the TV show Rick and Morty? Somebody asked me about this the other day. Dave, have you ever heard of Rick and Morty?
Is that the show?
I haven't. I gotta be honest.
With the kid and his grandpa?
I have no idea what it is.
If it's the show with the kid and his grandpa's like a scientist or something, it's fucking hilarious.
Cody's giving us the okay, so I guess that's what it's about. Cody knows what Rick and Morty is.
Rick and Morty is hilarious. My buddy Brian turned me on to it.
Look, let's switch gears, man.
Turned me on.
Let's switch gears right here. Let's talk about the last day of prison. What what exactly is that last day of prison like after you've been locked up for however much long? Like what are you feeling on that last day of prison?
The last day of prison is the longest day of prison. And there's no sleep the night before.
Oh, absolutely no sleep at all. So much is going through your mind. You're thinking about what you're going to do, what you want to do, what could you do. You're thinking about will you make it, will you fail, what kind of temptations are going to be out there for you. But again, your mind just will not shut the fuck up, it seems like, right?
It sucks. For real, the last day of prison, when they asked, I actually thought of this, when they asked, what's your best day, what's your worst day? And you were like, don't say your best day was the day you went home or whatever. I was thinking like that was the worst day. Like shit. You're just so, you're so
like almost confused.
You're a mess, man.
Yeah.
You are a mess. After you've done that long of a time, I've done small stretches, but
you just did 6 years.
Yeah, I did 6 years, and at the end of that, I was just a hot mess.
You come out with clothes on that doesn't even fit, that you look ridiculous in. The clothes that you are released from prison in, you cannot go anywhere wearing this clothes without everybody knowing that guy right there, he just got released from prison.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may have to take a bus. They may give you a bus ticket. Maybe you're not even getting released to anybody who's right there at the gate waiting for you. What do they do in that situation? They drive you to the bus station.
Yeah,
Fetz, shout out to you. You watching Prison Break, Joe? I'm not caught up on season 5 right now. I'm still stuck in season 2. I really need to catch up on it. I know they're locked up in Yemen. That's all I know. It sucks. I don't get a chance to watch TV that much right now. It kind of sucks.
I know that here in Virginia, if you're in the 7 cities, like if you're at St. Bride's or if you're at Indian Creek and you ain't got a ride, they'll put you in a van and drop you off at your probation office.
Right.
If it's in Virginia Beach or Chesapeake.
And you'll still be handcuffed all the way to that place, won't you?
Absolutely.
You're going to be handcuffed and shackled on your release date. This is the day you're supposed to be going home. But yet, if you don't have a ride to get where you need to go, like a bus station or to the probation office, they're shackling you up on your release date just to take you to drop you off there.
I'm wondering if, like, they were to stop.
Yup. Shout out to that.
I was wondering if they were to stop on the way on the day of your release and you're shackled and handcuffed and you got out of the van and took off running.
You're going to get an escape charge. You are going to get an escape charge because the reason that they do that is because of the fact that you have not been released for whatever reason. It doesn't even make any sense until you're dropped off at that destination where you're supposed to be going. Whether that's the bus station, whether that's the probation office.
It doesn't make any sense.
But can you imagine that on your release date getting a freaking escape charge? Your dude, my dude Joe, I've been watching your show for like 5 months and I think you're doing great. Keep up the awesome content. Also, Dave, how much money would it take for you to go on a picnic with, I'm going to guess what that last part is, Peaches? Is that right? Hey, how much money would it take, Dave?
I'd go for free.
Dave said he's going for free. As long as Peaches is buying, right?
As long as Peaches is buying. I'm not working right now.
So Dave's like Dave's a cheap date. You could get him for a Happy Meal for a $1 menu off the old McDonald's. Olivia, shout out to you. Do you ever miss prison? If not, what things did you enjoy in prison? Did you ever miss prison, Dave? Do you ever like wake up in the morning and say, "Man, forget this. Life is way too hard out here"? Do you feel that at all? Do you feel like life is easier sometimes?
Can I be real for a second?
I mean, absolutely. That's what.
Can I talk about like what I've been going through?
You know what, Dave? Talk about everything that you've been going through because look, people don't know a lot about you, and I haven't even really divulged any of the shit that you go through in your life. But tell these people what it is.
All right, so since I came home from doing that 6 years, I actually got locked back up one time.
And what was this for?
Violation.
And why did you get violated? Violation for your probation. What was it for?
I was smoking weed and bucked on my PO, and I got a failure to report, and I ended up doing 8.5 months from October of 2010 or
10
of 2015 to the summer of last year.
Hey, Billy, shout out to you again, man. It's payday. Have a drink on me. Shout out to Billy Pearson again, man. Shout out to Scotland again, man.
So, before I got locked up, met a girl. Then I got locked up, did 8 months. She stayed with me the whole time, which was amazing. She's an awesome chick, but I can't be with her right now.
And why is that? What's the issue between you and this girlfriend?
Well, during that 8 months, her drug use became something else.
What do you mean?
I came home from doing the time, and she had started popping pills and snorting pills and all that stuff, and I got involved with it. I got involved with sniffing pills. The next thing you know, I was addicted to heroin.
Hey, Matt. Shout out to Drew P. Wiener. Drew P. Wiener. Oh my God, I fell for that. That was so funny in comparison to the seriousness that we're having right here. So this girl that you were dealing with, she caught her addiction became worse. She was doing pills, and obviously you spiraled downwards because of this. Well, you can't even really say because of this chick, but you were dealing with her, so of course you started doing it as well. After prison, what rapists do drugs, Joe? You'll love it. Just don't act stupid and get caught. That's the whole problem with that situation is anytime Joe does drugs, Joe is stupid as fuck. That's the one reason why my probation officer is so damn cool, because he sees me every single day on YouTube and he's like, I know what you're doing out there. It's right there for me to see it. So... but again, let's go back to what you were talking about, Dave. Like, so you've been dealing with an addiction issue.
Yeah, for about 7 months.
Fetch again, can you use like legit tattoo equipment in prison or prison guns and plucking all the way? You know what? We are going to be doing more tattoo work. We are going to be breaking out the guns again. We're going to get to the prison guns. We're going to get to the real equipment. I'm not very good with the real equipment, so I will be focusing more on the prison guns. We're going to make some prison guns on the live stream and do some more tattooing as well with that. Look for that very soon. Back to the situation, Dave, you've been dealing with an addiction issue, right? And how long has this been going on for?
It went on for about 7 months.
And like,
all right. So I've always had an addiction. I got high or drunk every day, whether it was smoking weed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I did something every day.
Right.
And
Jade, shout out to you. Check the Instagram message. By the way, I love how Dave talks. Shout out to that.
What about how I talk?
She loves how you talk.
Okay.
Dave, you got a sexy voice.
Hey,
girl.
So, yeah, and I tried heroin before, sniffed heroin before. Well, for 7 months, I spiraled out of control. Depression and just, feeling like nothing ever gonna change.
Right.
And, man, I started shooting heroin. Me and this girl we were out of control, man. Out of control. Well, one day I woke up and I was in this house with a buddy of mine who also used dope, and I was looking around, man, the house was disgusting. There was freaking plucks everywhere.
Plucks? What the hell's a pluck?
Dope fiends.
Wow.
It was, addicts everywhere. It was just the most disgusting place I'd ever found myself. And, I've been on both sides of the fence, Joe. Before I got locked up, when I was robbing the repo lots, that was like a side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was selling coke and selling e-pills. I was whatever.
You were in the streets.
Yeah, and I caught myself out here now. I'm on the other side. I'm a dope fiend. I'm a freaking junkie. Nobody ever said they wanted to be a junkie when they grow up, but I ended up being one.
But let's talk now. Look, because obviously you've had the addiction issue as well. Shout out from Great Bridge. Hey, shout out to Great Bridge. You're right down the street. When do you guys think VA will bring legal weed to the state, if ever? Also, love the show, Joe. Shout out to Chesapeake. Shout out to you as well. I can't tell you a time frame when legal weed will come to Virginia, but I guarantee you one thing: it's probably coming. It seems like it's coming everywhere else, and as long as the government can tax it, they're going to make it legal everywhere. They want that money. But so you've dealt with the addiction issue. Obviously, it got worse when you were dealing with the girlfriend. And again, I'm not putting the blame on the girlfriend. I'm just saying,
definitely not her fault.
Because she was wrapped up in it, it probably made it more accessible to you and more appealing. But how long now have you been clean for?
I've been clean since February 13th.
And how long is that? That's February 13th. February, March, April, May. We're almost in May right now, so about 2 months.
Almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months. Your dude, yo, Joe, has there ever been anything close to like a full-on riot where officers actually got killed or like hurt? Also, can you get, what was that last part? Moulin Szechuan? What is that? I have no idea what that is. Cody's trying to find it again. Full-on riots in prison or jail. Because I saw him in jail as well.
It's the Rick and Morty McDonald's sauce.
Oh, it's you can get that? Was he asking if we can get that? I don't think you can get that at all. But I did see, the closest thing I ever saw to a full-on riot was basically a full-on riot in a cell block where I was in a jail. And this was like when I first came into this damn cell block. I had only been in there for like a day. So I didn't even know anybody in this cell block. And all I can remember when I got in there was like tension was at an all-time high. And the reason it was is because the entire cell block, there was like, this was in Chesapeake Jail in the old side. So that was like a dungeon as well. And how many guys were in
the 87?
In the 87 is what they called it, the 87 part. How many guys were in a cell block back in that section? It would be like what? Maybe 15, 20 guys at the most.
Yeah, and there's what?
Guys
5
sleeping on the
cells?
floor. Yeah, 5 cells, and you got like 15 or 20 guys in this cell block. Guys are sleeping on the floor. Very overcrowded. I go into this cell block again. I've only been in there for like a day, and the tension is so freaking crazy. Like it's almost so thick you can cut it with a knife. But the entire cell block was beefing with this one particular guy, you know, and it was because he was not from Virginia. He was from New York. And what the fuck happened is man, they beat the hell out of this guy, and it literally took the guards coming in there and freaking maced the entire place. They're pepper spraying everything. They're dragging guys out, and just imagine the entire cell block beating up one guy, like 20 people. And I'm standing there like, holy fuck, this is... And they're coming in there with like all of the freaking goon squad.
Were you peer pressured into punching this guy?
Fuck no, I was like so in shock that this was actually happening. Shout out to We Love Dave. Dave started a channel. Oh God, Dave's gonna be on the After Prison Show, the follow-up series. Nick, shout out to that. How did Dave get clean? Did he quit like cold turkey?
No, I didn't quit cold turkey. I put myself through a detox program. And after that, I put myself through a 6-week outpatient program, and I've been clean ever since.
Hey man, congratulations to that though, man, because it really takes a hell of a inner strength to actually be able to say, you know what, I got to get away from this shit. I got to figure out a way to get clean. Like talk about how hard it was for you to actually put that one leg in front of the other and just say, this is what you're gonna do. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, it takes a lot. It took pretty much everything I had. Even since I've been clean, man, every time I get money in my pocket, I think about going and getting high. Heroin is the craziest fucking drug ever. You know,
I don't mean to cut you off. And I apologize for doing so, but you know, I want to bring up something that happened last night while we were out at dinner, right?
Right.
Let's talk about this individual that we met at the bar.
Turbo?
Yeah, this guy Turbo, okay? So we're out there at dinner. It was a bar/restaurant. Hey, Harry Dangler, again, shout out to you. And we meet this guy, his name's Turbo, and this guy is completely like over the top.
Off the chains.
Loose cannon. I mean, you can just tell either this guy's really, really drunk or maybe even more than that. Maybe he's high. Who knows? But Dave, what actually happened with this guy Turbo? Like, he actually asked you a question, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He asked me 3 times.
What did he ask you?
Yo, where's the coke at, bro?
So this guy just came up to you out of the blue and asked you if you knew where any drugs were.
Yeah, that's exactly...
Pink Chameleon, shout out to you. Do you ever have any plans on having a meet and greet? If it's too anxiety inducing, that's okay too. You know, I really want to do the meet and greet, and you know, anxiety is a big part of something that I deal with in battle. But aside from that, I'm gonna do the meet and greet. I would love to do one in the very near future, as long as I can figure out how to do that. I'm gonna actually get Cody to help me with that. But look, so we were talking about, like, this guy comes up to us in the restaurant last night, and he's asking if you know where to get any drugs at. And what did you say when he asked you that?
I'm clean, bro.
You said you were actually in recovery, didn't you?
Yeah, that was what I told him.
And what, and you know, you already know his reaction was like, oh my God, like what the hell? But what was it like for you to be able to say that though?
It felt really good. It felt powerful too. Like you feel like I've always felt out of control, but I felt like I was in control.
Taking a little control.
Yeah, I was doing what I was supposed to do.
And you know, it takes almost all of the fight in you to be able to be strong in those moments where there is that pressure to, you know, possibly get high again.
Yeah.
Hey man, hey, Popo in the house. What's going on with that? Shout out to that though.
You know, what really was cool about the whole situation was, you know, I guess when you finally say no, like, you know, just say no. When you finally actually say no, you realize that a lot of the time that you've said yes.
If you had just said no instead.
No, it was, you realize that it was peer pressure. Like you were doing it because
somebody else wanted to do it.
right, like you wanted to be cool. You know, Turbo was so cool. He was funny. He was awesome. He was cool.
This man literally had like a catchphrase and saying for everything.
Yeah.
From the root to the fruit.
Oh my God.
I wish I could remember.
What do you call me? Oh, hopscotch. What's up, hopscotch?
You know, the crazy damn thing about it is I got a video from last night from this whole situation. There's no way in hell I could show this video.
No.
Oh my God, man. This video, I've actually been told I can't show this video. Man, it was insanity. I would just like to show it just for the whole Turbo situation.
Hey, look. Now that I'm thinking about this, right? So you're not allowed to show it, right? Because of the agreement.
The agreement, yeah.
Right? But can we talk about it without saying, you know,
We
who
may.
or what?
We may. Lysogenic acid diet halamide. I think that's.
Lysergic acid diet halamide.
Are you violating parole by hanging out together? P.S. Did you fix the F on Dave's tattoo? I didn't. You know, because I had already gone into it so much last night. It's a little skinnier than how it was in the picture. Dave definitely pointed that out to me. After this tattoo heals, if it needs any touching up, obviously the F will need that touching up because it's thin. And let's look at the tattoo. Dave, show the tattoo again. This is the tattoo that we did last night on the live stream. Where are you showing? You're looking over there. There you go. So
I can't see myself.
You know, the F is a little thin in comparison to what the T and the H looks like.
Can you zoom in more, Cody?
No, it's fine.
But after this thing heals, if it does need any touching up, you know, we are going to hit it with the prison gun. But it does look clean, though. You know,
it doesn't look bad at all.
and a lot of people have liked this tattoo. So I mean, I'm really proud of it. I think it came out well considering we were doing the live stream with it at the same time. Your dude, do you think you and Dave could take Peaches? Oh fuck yeah!
Take him where?
I mean, I'm thinking he's talking about taking him on in a fight. But you know, that would be horrible if we tried to take him on and we both lost together.
That is the worst thing in to be beaten up by a homosexual. And I guess that makes me a bad person, like I'm talking about gay people. But I'm not. But it's like the thought in a heterosexual man's mind is what?
It's not even just that though. It's the way that looks in prison. It cannot possibly happen in prison because of the fact that not only do you not want to lose a fight in prison, even though you will, but to lose a fight to somebody who is a homosexual, you know, no matter what your views on that are, you are going to be viewed as an absolute chump because of that. And that's why a lot of guys in prison, you won't even believe this, but a lot of guys in prison are scared of having any kind of beef with somebody who is, you know, gay.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's the truth.
And for real,
and them guys,
I was afraid to fight in prison, period. Because I'm a bitch. No, I'm just playing. No, the truth of the matter is, if I hit somebody, there's going to be blood. And blood scares the fuck out of me.
You know, and that's a crazy thing that you bring up. I also want to answer another question that somebody had just left a minute ago. But I was locked up with this guy in Chesapeake jail. This was years ago when I was younger, and this guy actually had HIV. He was in the new side, the dorms. What was that called? What the hell was the new side in Chesapeake called? The new side?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like the pods. That's what it was.
The pods.
The pods. So the pods had like 100 people in these cell blocks or these housing units, and there was this guy who was in there with all of us. He had HIV. He would tell everyone in there he had HIV. And the reason he did this is because he used this disease that he had to actually protect himself. So anytime that he had a beef, he would actually have a razor blade in his hand, and he would be like, yo, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? And he was ready to cut himself and get his blood all over you. And nobody would fight this guy because of this. Harry Dingaling, shout out to that. This is my alias. You know, that was actually Dave's alias, too, while he was locked up. That's kind of ironic. Harry Dingaling. But somebody had asked just a minute ago, they said, you know, are you guys violating your parole by hanging out together because we are felons? You know, this is how that works. In every city, in every probation case, there are different stipulations. Some do state that you can't hang out with another felon. This is an especially true thing if you're a gang member or if you're just on some sort of very, very strict probation. In my personal case, it doesn't matter at all. In Dave's case, it doesn't either because this is something that we have already talked about. But there's other stipulations that come into play too. For example, drinking. You know, some people on probation, they can't drink at all. In my personal case, I can. And that's only because of the fact that I don't go out here out of control with what I do. I don't have, even though I am an addict, I will always be an addict. It doesn't, you know, this is something that I'm not going to let overpower my life. Other people have, it's different strokes for different folks is basically all I'm going to say. I know I've been going on about that for a minute. What you got to say, Dave? How's that leg feeling, man?
It's getting a little uncomfortable.
Is it? Well, why don't you kick back and relax, man? Put the seat up, man. Or we can have a push-up contest.
I think I can still do more push-ups than you two.
You probably could with the broken cast.
With the broken cast.
The broken cast.
How many push-ups you think you can do straight?
Probably like maybe 40.
Like real good ones?
No, not at all. Horrible form, bunny hops. If I do bunny hops, I'll probably do 50.
Trying to get my toes off the shot.
So when was the last time you washed your foot? Oh my God. Your feet are probably the most disgusting thing in the world right now.
I mean, this foot is bad too.
Oh man, don't be taking your socks off on my couch, Dave. Man, look at that toe. Oh my God, that is disgusting. Put them socks back on and get that foot off of my couch.
Look, do you see the bruises?
Oh, dude. Oh, it's broken. That's why, though. Oh, my God. Dave's feet are just, like, mangled mess. I guess this is what happens when you fall 20. Look at Cody. Cody's, like, disgusted with this. He's like, don't get them things near me at all. Hey, look, I think what we'll do is we got to open up the phone lines. Again, we're going to take a few more calls. Cody's going to hand over the phone. We're going to talk to some people. You got any kind of questions, call us. Let us know what you're thinking of the stream. We do hope everybody is enjoying this thing. Cody, how are we looking over there, by the way? I haven't even asked you.
Doing good.
Looking good? Awesome. Cutting the phone on right now if you guys want to call. Cody's about to spam the comments with the number. I wonder if anybody's going to call us from outside of the U.S. It's always crazy to be talking to people who call from Australia, the U.K., Canada. It's a really interesting thing, man. So we were getting the phone cut on. I want to know if you guys are enjoying the stream as well, man. Give me a 1 in the comments if you're enjoying it. Give me a 2 if you can't stand this and wondering how you even ended up here. Got a call coming in from California right now. Let's see who we're talking to. Hey, hello. Who is this?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Hey, how you doing? Who am I talking with?
Hey, you're talking to Tommy from California.
Tommy, how you doing tonight, man?
What's up, Tommy?
Hey, I'm doing pretty great. How about you?
Doing great, man. Having a good time. You enjoying the stream tonight?
Yeah, I'm actually watching it right now on my TV.
Dude, you're awesome, man. Thank you very much, man. Hey, you got a question, by the way?
Wait, can you just do me a favor?
What's up, man?
Can you say this? Can you say squavito?
Squavito. What the hell did you just make me say? What the hell did you just make me say?
That's my cat's name.
Hey, Squavito. Come here, Squavito. Come here.
Squidito.
Hey, look, man. Greatly appreciate you calling in, man. You have a good night, all right, man?
You too, Joe.
Hey, take care.
Later, man.
Man, that's awesome, man. I miss Skipper. That sucks. I was just calling somebody's cat through the TV. I wonder if the cat actually came to the TV. Who we got coming in? Oh, my God. This says Rome. This really does say Rome.
Hey, the guy said he wants to call from Italy.
Oh, it's Rome, New York. And I just hung up on him. Damn it. Ontario, Canada. Who am I speaking with? Hello? Hey, hello. Are you there? I don't hear anything. Oh, they hung up. Damn it. They must have had the wrong number. Maybe they were trying to call Pizza Hut.
What was the 1 for in the chat?
If you were enjoying the stream. I said 2 if you can't stand this and wondered how you got here. Hey, hello, who is this? What's going on with the phone? I'm like dropping every single call now. Hello, who is this? Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? Who am I speaking with?
This is Josh.
Hey, Buffy, come here. I see somebody said their cat's name is Buffy. Buffy, come here, Buffy. Hey, Josh, where are you calling from, man? I see you're in Virginia.
Yeah, I'm calling from West County.
From what county?
West.
You said what county?
Do what?
What county are you calling from?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well, hey, man, I greatly appreciate you calling in. You enjoying the stream tonight?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Hey, man, I greatly appreciate that, man. It really means a lot. Well, look, do you got a question or anything?
Yeah, I got one question.
What's that?
Have you ever tattooed a dick on somebody?
You know, that is a very crazy question to ask. But I haven't personally, but I do know of other tattoo artists who have. And what they'll do is they'll try to hide it in another tattoo. I actually hit a dick in Dave's tattoo here. He doesn't even know that I did this. We're going to look at that in a minute. Hey, Josh, man, you have a good one, all right?
You too.
Hey, take care, man. What we got going on right here? B. Vince SF. Joe, love the show. 68 days in, changed my life 25 years ago. Put this in the scooter fund or the put some damn pictures on those wall fund. Hey, shout out to that, Vince, man. It really means a lot, man. Nova Scotia, what's going on? Hello?
What up?
What up?
What's good? Who am I speaking with?
Yo, this is Riley.
Hey, Riley, man, where are you calling from? This is Canada, right?
Yeah, it's Nova Scotia.
Dude, man. Hell yeah. Well, I greatly appreciate you joining us on the stream tonight. You enjoying it?
Hey.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, man, it means a lot. Hey, you got a question by chance?
How's Dave doing?
Dave's doing all right. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what up?
Dude.
I got a friend that lives in, not Nova Scotia. Where does she live at? She lives in Newfoundland.
Oh, that's sick.
Dude. Hey, man. Greatly appreciate you calling in, man, and greatly appreciate you joining us on the stream, man. You have a great night, all right, man?
Hey, you too.
Take care,
All right,
man.
Riley.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm glad people are being able to get through from all over the place. Hey, lysogeric acid diet Hamaline. Shout out to that again. Shout out to the fact, I can't even pronounce that. Shout out to the fact that this call is from New York, live from Saturday night. Who am I speaking with?
Yo, what up, what up?
What's good, man? Who is this?
Hey, I'm not from New York. I'm from the Dove K, Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, shit. Why the hell does this... This says New York on it. I apologize, man. Hey, what's going on in Kansas tonight, man?
I know, hey, I'm using a little burner. I'm going through the Wi-Fi.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Like a Wi-Fi connected number.
Hell yeah, man. What's up, man? What's going on?
Oh, not shit, dude. I'm just watching the stream right now, just kicking back.
Hey, bro. You enjoying it, man?
Enjoying both of y'all, man.
Hey, man. I greatly appreciate that. You got a question by chance?
I'm just showing support, man.
Hey, I greatly appreciate...
My channel name's Ed.
Yeah, what's
Ed
it?
said go. I'm on the chat stream right now.
I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Look, you have a great one, all right?
You too, man. Been here since 100 subs.
Hey, dude, man. I greatly appreciate the support, man. Hey, have a good night, and thanks for being with us, man.
Y'all too. Hey, tell Dave I said what's up and love, man.
What's up?
Dave said, what's up? Hey, appreciate it, brother.
What up, bro? Yeah, definitely love, man. Love.
Hey, take care, man. Thanks for calling in. Hey, somebody just commented. Peaches just commented and said, I need to wash your feet. Shout out to you if you want to see Joe wash Dave's feet here tonight. That's never going to happen. Punk Tattoo Guy. Hey, Joe, I'm a huge fan and I love APS. And I hope to do the meet and greet. And by the way, you and Dave are so daddy as fuck. Hey, hello. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Joe. Oh, my God.
Hey, what's happening? Who is this?
This is Alex.
Hey, what's going on with you, man? Where you calling from tonight?
What's up, Alex?
I'm calling from Cali.
Hey, man, shout out to California, man. Hey, you got a question?
Crap.
It's all good.
Shaking right now.
Dude, don't even worry about it, man. Well, look, hey, are you enjoying the stream tonight?
Yeah, man. I'm watching it right now.
Dude, you're awesome, man. Well, look, greatly appreciate you calling in, man, and thanks for being with us tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, my God. Joe, you're amazing. Like, I swear. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I've been in trouble myself. And, you know, you've been keeping me out of trouble.
Hey, man, well, I'm glad to hear that, man. Stay out of trouble, man, and keep joining us on these streams and these videos, man. I greatly appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Thanks for taking my call, man.
Hey, no problem. Joe's Babe. Hey, my Joey Big Boy Junior Cake, I Candy Cane. Told you here on Twitter. My God, I don't even know what's going on there.
Hey, look, somebody said Somebody said Dave jumped off the roof to get the pain pills. Hey, look, just so you know, I want to shout out recovery and everybody in recovery. I went into the ER and I told them
no pain.
No pain pills. I've been doing this shit raw, dog.
666 Gamer Twitch, shout out to that. What TV shows do you guys watch besides Prison Break? Personally, I'm a big fan of Arrow. PS, yeah, better catch up on Prison Break. Season 5 is crazy. I will do that. I'll talk about that in a minute, too. Hey, who's on the phone right here?
Jack, what's up?
Jack, what's going on, man? Where you calling from?
Illinois.
Hey, man, shout out to Illinois, man. That's where Prison Break Season 1 was filmed at. Oh, yeah. What's going on with you tonight, man?
Nothing much, just chilling, watching your live stream.
Dude, bro, I greatly appreciate you being with us, man. Greatly appreciate you being able to call through tonight, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, look, man, have a good one, all right?
Yeah, you too.
Take care, bro. Man, it's awesome to be able to talk to so many people from all over, and that's like the
It
craziest thing.
is cool, though.
Ain't it really, though?
Let me answer.
Hey, take this one, Dave. Say hello.
Hello.
Adolf Oliver Nipple.
Hello,
The
who we got
saying
here
goes,
on the phone?
it's neither here nor there, but it's got to be somewhere. Thoughts?
Nobody.
It's neither here nor there. I don't know. That one went completely over my head. We're going to take one more call and we're going to get back to some comments. Hey, hello. Who is on the line here?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? Who am I speaking with? Dave, yeah, you just got phone checked, homie. Hey, who's on the phone here?
Lauren.
Hey, man, what's going on with you? Where are you calling from? Hey, Connecticut, man. Shout out to that. Hey, you enjoying the stream tonight, man? Dude, 30,000, you've been here since, man. Well, I greatly appreciate you being here. Hey, look, man. You have a good night, all right, man? That phone is breaking up. Take care. All right, look, we're going to put the phone up for a little bit. We're going to get on these questions. We got some questions to answer. We will get back on the phone, possibly. I think we will. But, look, somebody asked a question. They said, what kind of shows are you watching? I'm not watching anything, to be honest with you.
Well, since I broke my leg, I've been watching a few shows.
What are you watching? Lifetime, Movie Channel, anything like that?
Nah, I've been
Some
watching.
foreign numbers calling. You said you want to answer foreign numbers.
All right, we'll get back to the phone a little bit, Cody. I appreciate it, though, man. The Moss Family Adventures. I love the channel. One day I wish to be like your channel. Keep up the good work. Shout out to the Moss Family Adventures. So what are you watching on TV?
Marco Polo.
What in the hell is Marco Polo?
Man, it's about the Mongols and a man named Marco Polo.
Who is Marco Polo?
He's someone in history. I don't know. I just started watching it. I watched like 3 episodes. Pretty good, though.
Well, yeah. You know, what's the craziest stuff that you ever saw guys watching on TV in prison? Here we go. This is about to get live.
Yo, this one made me want to punch people in the face.
And what? Why? What was the whole situation?
It was the show where little girls were dancing.
Dance moms.
Dance moms.
Yeah, you will have guys who watch that. And you know, so the craziest thing about it is they'll try to justify why they're watching it. They'll say, oh, I'm not watching it for the little girls. I'm watching it for the moms.
The moms were...
Barely ever in the damn show.
Yo. All right, I'll change that subject. That shit used to piss me off.
Yeah, you know.
What's something else that was stupid?
Bless this mess. Shout out to you. Hey, girl, thanks for being with us. Hey, want to say, hey, husband finally made it out of the hole in Oklahoma today. Been a good day. About drove him crazy, too. I always tell him, do the time. Don't let the time do you. That's the freaking phrase that pays in prison. You got to do the time. Do not let the time do you. Because the time will absolutely drive you insane on the inside, thinking about things that you have absolutely no control over.
Stay clean. Bless this mess.
Absolutely. But look, aside from the messed up TV shows, Layla, check Instagram. I'm about to pull my phone out for this Instagram thing. Aside from the messed up shows like guys who watch Disney Channel, who absolutely need to get destroyed for that. Guys who watch dance moms and try to justify why they're doing that when it's a bunch of kids on the show. What other crazy type of stuff let's avoid those type of things and talk about like the crazy things that you never imagined you would see grown men in prison watching on TV. I'm going to start it off and say Lifetime. the Lifetime movie channel, like the movies that come on Lifetime television for women. I got to be honest, Joe watched quite a bit of Lifetime. Those movies were good. Sometimes I would be shedding a little tear. I'm like, okay, why'd you have to leave them? Your dude, Yo Joe, what was the most awkward moment in your 7-year sentence? Anytime that I had to cry while I was locked up and somebody seen me crying.
I was his awkward moment.
Dave was the awkward moment. But
and then he got used to it.
Pork Up the Pie, shout out to you again. Thank you very much. So what were some crazy things that you saw people watching on TV?
You mentioned one of them in one of your videos. Just wrestling.
Now, look, wrestling, let's be for real here. If you're watching wrestling all night, which is just basically men in tights, grappling each other, you see plenty of that in prison on a daily basis. But there are times when you're going to watch wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And when is that? When are you going to watch wrestling?
When people are fighting, that's about it.
Now, you're going to watch wrestling when them girls come on. You were
the
definitely...
divas.
Yes. Lysogenic acid diet, hi, my line. Probation sucked. I got a felony charge for having a cat-shaped shelf defense keychain. Love APS. Please do more prisoner paint videos. You definitely will be doing more paint night videos with the After Prison Show. And definitely appreciate the support. Fahid, people call. Oh, my God. Fahid put his number up here or somebody else's number. My God, Fahid, what are you doing? That's going to get crazy. No, that's going to get crazy real fast. We're not going to be able to get through. That number's probably going to blow up more than the damn whatever the hell. I was making sure that wasn't my number up there, as a matter of fact. But, when you talk about watching wrestling while locked up, this is how it goes. You're going to have guys who watch wrestling just because they like wrestling. They like wrestling for whatever reason. They've always watched wrestling. But no matter what, this is never going to fail. When wrestling is on TV, it doesn't matter what else is on TV. But when them girls come on and it's the time for the girls to be wrestling,
every channel is on TV.
You're going to hear people yelling out in the housing unit or the cell blocks, Divas! Hey, the girls are wrestling.
The girls are on.
And when the girls come on, every TV in the cell block or the housing unit is immediately going to...
It doesn't matter what you're watching.
Doesn't matter if it's the Super Bowl. You're going to watch wrestling to see those girls.
Yes.
Because, you may catch a little shot of the Jana. The John John.
The vajayjay.
The vajayjay. Cody, do you watch wrestling?
Sometimes.
Who's your favorite wrestler, Cody?
I don't watch it like that.
He doesn't have a favorite wrestler. You know who my favorite wrestler is?
Who?
I don't know. John Cena. That guy's awesome.
Cody kind of looks like Bam Bam Bigelow.
Cody looks like Bam Bam Bigelow over here. That's what freaking Dave's saying. Nachito from South Ito, maybe? Is that what that is? Hey, what's going on, Joe and Dave? I enjoy After Prison Show. Thank you for the raw content. And I think that's what that said. And Dave, I hope your leg heals up soon. Bless you guys quick. Thank you very much, man. It really means a lot.
Thanks, Nachito.
Yeah, man. Dave, how much longer do you have in the cast anyways?
Probably about four or 5 weeks left of the full cast. And then 2 weeks with a half cast, and I got
Joey's babe.
2 months of physical therapy.
Oh my Joey babe, did you read my question? Will you please let me have your babies, Joe? I so want to have your babies. I love you, Joey Boo Boo Teddy Bear. And somebody actually called me Boo Boo Teddy Bear while I was locked up one time, and I didn't know how to feel about that. I didn't know if that was. No, I'm kidding. Nobody ever did call me that. But so
you got see the way I was staring into his eyes.
So, anyways, you got about 4 weeks left in the cast. What do you think your foot is actually going to smell like by the time your foot comes out of the cast? Are you at all like?
I broke this arm twice, man, and had to have freaking a shoulder size cast because of how bad I broke it both times.
Right.
And man, when they took that cast off, it smelled so bad. So I know this is gonna stink.
Fahid says so many people are calling me. Fahid, you're crazy, man. Why the hell would you want to leak your phone number on the stream? That is insanity.
Yeah,
oh my God,
crazy. Look, people are doing it all over.
Everybody's leaking Fahid's phone number. They're trying to get to him. Hey, look. So let's talk about something else. Let's switch gears a little bit right here, Dave. Let's talk about what was your first day in prison like, man?
Don't say it.
Hey, fuck.
What's up, Fook?
Fook?
Shout out to Fook.
What is that, Fook mayonnaise? Is that how you pronounce
The
that?
man asked me what, and I told him what. I told him to not ask me again, but
I have no idea what's going on there, man. I am taking 3 points off of this, 97 out of 100. I have no idea what that is. What does that say, Fook mayonnaise? I'm not sure. But look, Dave, let's talk about the first day of prison. Peaches, hey Dave, get ready for our picnic, beautiful. I'm going to bring you a fine vintage toilet wine.
oh, you've been down for real. That might be Peaches for real.
We're looking for the real Peaches. If you're out there watching this, you know what's crazy? I just got to say this. I got to say this. Somebody was messaging.
How can I donate?
Somebody was messaging me last night, and this was one of those gay people from prison, and they were like, "Oh, it was just the weirdest damn thing in the world, man." I was very, very not really feeling that. Meme Magic, shout out to that. Dave,
Yo,
let's talk about that first day in prison, man.
the first day in prison.
The
or
first
the
day-
first day I got locked up.
Let's talk about the first day you got locked up first. What was that actually like?
The first time or
First
the 6
time.
years?
First time. Were you scared?
Jail or juvenile?
My God, man.
Adult or juvenile?
Peaches, call Peaches after you wash them feet. Uh-oh. We got Peaches' number, y'all. We're getting Peaches' number. Well, let's talk about the first time you ever got locked up. I don't care if it was juvenile. Let's go with that. Like, what was that actually like for you?
It was crazy, man. It was scary.
I mean, absolutely.
Right?
I mean, obviously this was so long ago, so you may not even really remember, but can you remember anything that may have been going through your mind during this time?
Yeah.
Are you fucking yawning on the live stream?
I was,
You were just
yo,
your jaw?
you're a dude. What's up, you're a dude? Yo, dude.
Got to
I gotta
go.
go, so just wanted to ask a couple things. How much money to lick Dave's foot, and what would you do if your cellie was watching Super Nanny or something?
You know, I don't know what Super Nanny is.
Super
honestly.
Nanny ain't that bad.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Wait. Is that the one where like the people have like really bad kids? And
I think it may be something along the lines of a dance mom. So yeah, it'd probably be a bad thing if it was something along the lines.
Fahid, you ain't shit.
That's crazy. Fahid is definitely winning tonight. Look, yeah, you know, let's talk
Dude.
about.
We should call Fahid's friend.
No, let's not. We ain't got minutes like that, Dave. We got to be careful with the plan. Look, do you remember anything about what was going through your mind when you first got locked up?
Am I gonna meet Bubba?
Are you going to meet Bubba? That's crazy. Keegan Gardner, do you have any tips on how to overcome social anxiety? I don't think you answered the question before, and I need help as well. Let's go with that for a minute. Like, social anxiety is something that's I deal with that all the time. It may not affect me every single day, but I definitely deal with my moments where things just seem like I can't even be around people. And I think the best way that you can deal with that is to try to find a way when you are in those moments to actually put yourself out there in front of people and really just say, look, I'm only feeling this in my head. And as long as I can get over it in my head, then it can begin to get a little bit better. Jim, Joe, Billy Bob, awesome content. Keep up the good stuff. Peace. Hey, shout out to Jim, Joe, Billy Bob. Really means a lot, man.
Shout out.
Have
Hey.
you ever? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I kind of deal with social anxiety too, right? But what I do,
Dave's not here,
no,
man.
you gotta say it right, man.
Dave's not here, man. I don't get it.
Dave's not here, man.
What is that, half baked?
Nah, that's from Cheech and Chong.
Oh shit, man.
Dave-
I'm horrible with this stuff.
Dave's not here, man.
Blue is greener than purple for sure. Don't you agree? I have no idea what that even means.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave, you have to be around forever for this. But look, go on. Talk about the social anxiety, man. Important. Do you prefer women top halves or bottom halves, if you know what I mean? You know, I prefer
the whole thing.
yeah, I prefer the whole semicircle thing, man.
It's got to the top has to be connected to the bottom half for me to like it.
I don't care what the top looks like or the bottom looks like, as long as there is the right
Filling.
the right parts where they're supposed to be at, and that's about it. Look,
Shout out to important.
Yeah.
That's important.
so you deal with social anxiety as well?
Yeah, but what I do is I just go out there, man.
You have to. Fahid again, another call from one of his friends. She's oh, come on, man, Fahid, that's not even right.
She's not really a friend though.
So how does social anxiety affect you though? Like, what happens when you are feeling that anxiety?
I kind of
Dave, why are you yawning, man? Like,
because you told me not to.
Jesus Christ. I mean, look, man, we're pulling a 48-hour stream here.
48 hours and counting.
And we've only been on for like a little bit over an hour.
Man, yeah, so like the social anxiety is because, or what does it do to me?
Yeah, like how does it make you feel?
Kind of makes me freeze up, so I gotta.
Peaches squared. If you ran out of certain items in prison, for example, toothpaste or toilet paper, how do you get more? Well, one thing about it, toilet paper is in some cases a hot commodity, something that you're not going to get very often. If you run out of toilet paper and you don't have none, well, if you can't go borrow no toilet paper from somebody, you're going to be
In the hole, you ask for toilet paper, they might just bring you 5 or 10 squares.
yeah, you may be a little messed up if you ain't got no toilet paper. Elvis, Cheeseburger Elvis, congrats on both of you staying clean. My best friend that showed me APS passed away due to an overdose last month. We used to talk about how you were going to, man. Hey, look, man, I'm very sorry to hear about your best friend.
R.I.P. Connor.
Yeah, is that what the name was?
Yeah, R.I.P. Connor Doom.
Man, yeah, definitely R.I.P. Connor. You know,
I've lost a lot of friends to overdose.
I have as well. High Stream, shout out to that. Look, man, these drugs, they're no joke. I just did the interview episode a week ago, A Day in the Life of an Addict. And that girl that I featured in that video is locked up now, you know. And she's facing all sorts of charges. She's messed up. And it's crazy to say this, but in some cases, that's the best case scenario is for you to get locked up. Because you're never going to get clean no other way. If you really, truly can't do it for yourself, it may take something such as being locked up to possibly give you another chance at life. And unfortunately, some people don't even get that opportunity. Buster Cherry, Joe, I hate your guts, but I'd be lying if I said you weren't the most beautiful man that I've ever seen. Hey, shout out to Buster Cherry. I hate my guts too, so, you know. It's,
Do you get it?
No.
The name?
Buster Cherry? What is that, like a cherry pie?
Yeah.
I have no idea what. Completely over my head right there. Look, you know that social anxiety it's a very real thing too, man. You know, and some days you're just gonna feel like you can't do a damn thing. But when you feel like that, you just gotta understand that moment is gonna pass. Even if you can't force yourself to get out there, then you just have to accept the fact that look, you're not gonna feel like this in an hour. You may not feel like this tomorrow, however long that moment lasts. It's just something that we all deal with. Maybe not all of us, but it's something that a lot of us will deal with. Lad Body, L-A-D Body, or Lad Body, shout out to you.
Yeah, man. I do it with humor. That's how I deal with my anxiety.
A lot of times you have to laugh. Laughter is the best remedy, or humor is the best remedy.
That's how I dealt with that's how I deal with my depression and stuff.
Yeah.
Is through
trying to find something to make you laugh.
Yeah.
Maybe a funny movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or laughing at yourself.
Yeah,
possibly looking at yourself in the mirror.
Or
after you're done crying, maybe you can laugh about it a little bit.
Yeah. I hate to make it like so depressing, but depression is serious. Depression is what draws a lot of people to prison. People are in prison because they do not understand what they're dealing with. They don't understand that that they're dealing with depression, and depression causes people to do all things. It causes people to go out and find whatever they can find that make them feel better, whether it be to destroy somebody else's life, you know,
or in more cases to destroy their own life
or to destroy
through trying to cope with it through drugs or alcohol, something like that,
or violence.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is the case.
A lot of people. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people, they get depressed, and the only way they can figure out inside themselves to handle it is to, inflict pain on somebody else.
That's like
or
that whole.
they're angry.
Well, that's like that whole saying goes. Misery loves company. Something along those lines. But let's get back to what we're trying to get on to, which was the first day of being locked up. You said we're talking about when you were in juvenile going to a juvenile facility. For the very first time, you know that you're getting locked up. You've been fucking up. You've been getting in trouble. And now here you are in that situation where you're about to get locked up. So you're in the back of the cop car and, no, we can't go for that one, though. Thanks, though.
I hate knees, too.
Yeah, my knees suck.
Yeah, my knee sucks.
So what's going through your mind? You're scared? Can you remember, like, anything that you were thinking about? And seriously, you were talking about you hope you don't meet Bubba. Did you meet Bubba during that first time?
Man, TDH was crazy when I went there, bro.
Right, because, it's nothing but a bunch
Did you
of
ever go there?
Yeah, it's nothing but a
Dude.
bunch of young kids who are never freaking, they're completely out of control.
Yo, that's where I learned how to fight. Like, I never had gotten into a fight until 14 years old. I got locked up for stealing a 40.
And now you're going to TDH to fight every single day.
Oh, my God, man.
William Bass, Joe, thanks for the show. My brother is 23, is in for 23 to life. Your show really helps me understand his life better than I ever would from him. It allows me to support him more and be there. William Bass, really sorry to hear about your brother, man. That's a really unfortunate situation. But I am glad that through After Prison Show, you are able to understand a little bit better what your brother is going through. I'm just really sorry to hear that. Holy crap. I don't even know where to even begin to try
Dimethyltryptamine.
Is that what it is? Dimethyl, I can't even pronounce it.
Dimethyltryptamine.
Are you scared of death? I don't think anybody isn't scared of death. Are you scared of dying?
Nope.
Not at all.
No.
Well, I am. So
I'm not scared of dying, but I'm scared that it might hurt.
Cat, advice, please. I want to get clean, but my boyfriend keeps forcing me and convincing me not to. We're a pretty young 20. I can't believe him.
I can't leave him.
I can't leave him because I have nowhere to go.
Girl, you got somewhere to go. Wherever you are, there is a place that will help you. Like, for me, there's a place here. It's called the JDOC. And if you go get clean, find a detox, an in-house detox. If you get into that detox while you're in there, they will find places for you to go. You do not need to be with a dude that's going to keep pumping drugs into you. He don't give a flying fuck about you.
Yeah.
He just wants somebody to get fucked up with and have sex with. That's what he wants. Screw your boyfriend.
And just the way that you word that, you can't keep making the justifications for why you're staying in that situation. You got to find it in yourself to just say enough is enough and it's time for me to go. No matter what that entails, like Dave said, there's always going to be some kind of a place that offers something. Eric Dottie still rocking with you, Joe, APS Army. Eric Dottie, man, I really appreciate you being here. You've been here for every single stream, man. It really means a lot.
Yeah, shout out to Eric Dottie.
But yeah, that is another thing that, goes along with the addiction thing is the justification for why you continue to live that lifestyle. I did it myself, when I was doing drugs before I went to prison, I would justify it because I was in that lifestyle. Hell, it wasn't even the drugs that I was really addicted to. Of course it was, but in my mind, I used to tell myself, it's not the drugs, it's the lifestyle. I was thinking I was living like some sort of a rock star little situation when really
that's how I got started.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was nothing, and we can always be better than the bullshit that brings us down, the bullshit that holds us back from accomplishing any of the great things that we may want to do. Gone Home, shout out to that. Hey, look, Dave, let's talk about what's your ambition? What are some things that you aspire to do with your life at this point? You're clean now. You basically have the capability to do anything.
Truth?
Yeah.
I want to help people.
I think you're helping people here. I think this is a good start to that. But in what capacity do you hope to help people?
I want to help people get off drugs. I want to help people understand the things that they're dealing with. I want to help people, not hate themselves. I want people, help them to understand that, they can do something.
Right.
You know, and you know, it's so easy to give up. I don't know. So many people are, and I say so many people, I'm in that group too. You know, I don't know how many times I've gone to start the race and
don't finish. Or quit halfway.
Well, they can't see the finish line,
Yeah.
so they give up.
I'm laughing at this, and I'm not laughing because it's funny. It reminds me of something. Clutch, shout out to you. Do you remember the paintings that I was doing at the prison?
Yeah, on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember any? Did you ever see the one that I did where it said, don't quit, we're so close to the finish line? I did one of those in a housing unit. I also did one of those in isolation. You may not have ever seen them. What paintings did you ever see of mine that I did while in prison? Do you remember any of them? Probably not.
Didn't you do like the NASCAR?
I didn't do the NASCAR one though. Danger Noodle, shout out to that. What's your perfect pizza? Oh, that's a great question. Speaking of how hungry I am right now.
Thanks.
Hey, look, you know what? I'm a big fan of Hawaiian style pizza. The ham and pineapple. I really like that pizza.
And nobody said bless me?
You just sneezed, man. These comments are going to take a little while to catch up.
Oh, my bad.
But
My bad.
I like pineapple and ham. That's one of my favorite pizzas. And I also like pepperoni and jalapeno. That's another one. MB Ram or something along those lines. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Hey, Dave, bless you.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, that's crazy. Let's we're looking for some questions. If you guys have any questions, let us know what those may be. What are you looking at?
Thanks, y'all. Thank you.
A lot of bless yous?
Yeah.
I can't even see this. Like, my eyes are so bad right now. I need the glasses. Prison what's that word? Abolition, something like that. What's the best way an average person can help people that are locked up? Does the average prisoner deserve the help of a stranger? What do you think about that one? I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of people who are locked up who do not care about anything other than themselves. You have a lot of selfish people who are locked up who, want to take advantage of people. And if you gave every single person who's locked up the help of an average stranger who was kind enough to help them, in a lot of cases, you would have people who would absolutely take advantage of that situation. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people who are locked up who are actually really good people.
And have nothing.
Yeah, and have absolutely nothing. Like, what would be a good way that somebody could help somebody like that?
Shout out to M. Reezy.
Hey, M. Reezy, shout out to that. Yo, awesome content. Keep it up. Love the live stream. Thank you very much. We have a great time doing these, man.
If you wanna help people that are locked up, I wanna say maybe just look up different ways to start with the pen pal thing.
Yeah, maybe so.
There's different websites where you can get involved with somebody, but like Joe said, be prepared, be on guard. Don't do anything for somebody that you don't want to do. Because look, Joe could con me out of $5 all he wants. But
what are you saying? I'm a con man?
No, I'm just using you as an example. You could con me out of $5 all you want. But if it was in my heart to give you that $5, I don't care what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I don't care why you said what you said or what your issues is. I gave you $5 because I wanted to. So don't do anything you don't want to. But yeah.
KG, have either of you been or almost been shanked? And also shout out to Boston Strong. Shout out to Boston, man. My family's from Massachusetts, so I got a lot of love for Boston.
I got cut really bad.
Did you?
Yeah.
Talk about that. It's on the leg?
Yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can actually.
Yeah.
We can't really. Can you stand up? Hey, can you hop over there to the screen and show that? Hey, Teddy Spaghetti. Hey, Joe, can you give me a shout out to my yellow lab, Teddy? He is watching the stream with me here. I'm 24 and live in Lake Stevens, Washington, and love the channel. Have been trying really. What's the rest of that say, Cody?
Can we see that?
Really hard to get on the phone.
Trying really hard to get on the phone. Shout out to you, Teddy Spaghetti. So what happened there, man? Philip, shout out to you. You should let Dave on After Prison Show and let him help you to make videos on your channel.
Let him make videos.
Oh, let him make your. Yeah, absolutely. We could definitely do that.
Might be able to. We'll
So,
figure something out.
So how did this happen with your leg?
You ever seen someone make the razor shank?
Yeah.
Where it's just like a little thing and they like peel the plastic off they break the head of the razor and then they just peel it like halfway down so that they can hold the plastic.
Yeah, from the razor.
Right, and then the razor only sticks out like this much. Well, I was in Virginia.
Job, worst fight you have seen in prison. We're gonna get to that in just a minute.
And
this might be it right here that Dave's talking about where he got stabbed.
I was actually in Virginia Beach City Jail. And you know how when you go to the shower and come back from the shower, what are you wearing?
Maybe just your boxers?
Yeah, most of the time just your boxers.
Right.
And probably 2 pairs of boxers.
Right.
Right, so...
One pair turned around while the other,
Yes.
Because people like to wear 2 pair of boxers like the other pair is their shorts.
Yes. So I was walking to the shower and I had fought a dude and I beat him up and I told him he should lead a pod and he didn't want to lead a pod. He was like, nah, it's squash, we fought, it's over. And then on the way to the shower, he jumped out his cell and swung his arm like towards my chest.
Kitty Cat, shout out to you. Have you ever seen great prison food? I've seen you make great prison food, but can you cook other things? I didn't catch the last of that. Cody, can you bring that up? Okay, so he swung the razor at you.
Yeah, and I had all this stuff and all my shower stuff in my hands, so I lunge kicked him. Also, I'm going to Virginia this summer for a few months. Let's go gambling.
Where are we going to gamble at? You can't gamble in Virginia.
Well, we'll start a poker night.
No, we won't. That's illegal. Can you cook other things? I can't cook anything, to be honest with you. I tried to boil some eggs the other day. It came out like a disaster.
Joe made me cook a frozen pizza for him earlier.
We got a non-disclosure agreement about the things that go on here, so what are you doing, Dave? Look,
I ain't signed nothing.
I made him cook me a pizza with a broken leg. That fucking, what an asshole Joe is. Okay, so this guy's swinging this razor blade at you.
Well, he swung it at my chest, and then, because I had all my stuff in my... You ever lunge kick somebody?
Yeah.
Right, so I reached up with my leg, and I was trying to, like, kick him, lunge forward, kick him, and he grabbed my leg and cut with this little dumb razor... cut into my leg. I swear to God, like it looked like
so much blood everywhere.
Dude, it was. Oh my God.
Lad Body, shout out to you again, man. Man, that's crazy.
Well, guess what? Guess what happened?
What was that?
So I dropped everything and I grabbed the towel, and he's coming at me like a third time. He cut me and I shoved him back, and he fell into the shower. You know where the shower's got the thing, and it's like there's the gap at the bottom.
Yeah.
So he's falling down, and he falls into that gap, kind of folds up under the shower, right? Yee, like this, right?
So he's stuck in the little gap, the little partition between the shower and the floor.
Right, and I was in there, this was in 2005.
Right.
When, I think you had got a tattoo around that time.
Right.
We're not going to talk about the tattoo, but I'm saying.
Right.
Right, so I was in a pod with a bunch of friends, and... when the blood went everywhere, I took off running with the towel. Right, I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm just like, "You done cut my leg off."
I'm hit.
Right, and
Dave's milky thigh. Did you ever get conjugal visits, hook up with staff, or was it just straight meat beating during the lockup?
Straight meat beating. I didn't have enough money to get any of the staff to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, but you could have. You know, if you had
Absolutely.
money, there was definitely certain staff that would throw you the vagina.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, 2 dudes, after I kicked dude and he folded up under the partition, I guess it was.
Yeah.
They ran over and, like, stomped him out. They kicked the razor out of his hand and stomped him.
Hey, shout out to Much Love from Cali, the 805.
Alprazolam.
Shout out to that. You know, I mean, I saw a lot of crazy fights. I never got stabbed in prison. I did have one of my bunkies wanted to kill me. This head Hispanic gang member dude. He was freaking crazy. And the crazy thing about it was we were good friends before this incident happened. Because obviously I played a lot of soccer while I was locked up. You always saw me do that. Gordon Ramsay, oh my God, how do we have a celebrity here? Shout out to Gordon Ramsay. If you could witness any event from the past, present, or future, what would it be? Question to both of you. We're gonna get to that in just a second. But look, I did have a bunkie that wanted to kill me because of a situation that happened with another Hispanic dude at the prison, and I was cool with all of these guys. But because me and this one guy got the beefing, this somehow escalated to the head honcho dude who was my bunkie. And we ended up locked down in a cell together. And I'll never forget this guy telling me this night. He was like, Guerrero, I don't want to kill you, man. And I was like, oh my God, man, I'm going to die in this cell. I've seen this guy literally chase people around on the rec yard with a huge piece of steel. This was at Haynesville. Yeah,
horrible Haynesville.
Haynesville was rough, man. It really was. It was definitely heavily populated with the gangs. It was tough. We made peace that night though because I basically copped a plea. I had to cop a plea. This dude had the whole. You're talking 70% of the prisoners at this prison were Hispanic and gang members. I was like, hey man, look, I don't want no problems with you guys. I rock with you every single day. I play soccer. My last name's Guerrero. Give me a pass, and it actually was able to be squashed. But I was really scared about that situation. So look, if you could witness any event from the past, present, or future, what the hell would it be, Dave? How would you even know about an event to witness from the future, though?
Something you want to see happen, maybe?
So what event would you want to see from the past, present, or future? I'll go first because I already know mine. Mine would definitely be from the future. I would love to see the Earth on the very last day. When it all just comes crashing down, basically. When that solar flare finally happens and, everything is gone. When the sun explodes and I just could, because, that would just be, the craziest thing in the world to be. Well, you wouldn't witness it for very long because you'd be dead, but I wonder what that day would be like.
That would be crazy. It's like that movie where the dude and...
What movie was that? That was a crazy movie.
Where they just stood on the beach and watched everything.
What was that movie with Nicolas Cage where they saw it was damn, what was the name?
The one where his kids went with the aliens?
Yeah. What was that movie called? Hey Cody, you know the name of that movie? Nicolas Cage movie was called Numbers or some shit. It was Codes or Secrets or some crazy shit like that. I don't know. Crazy movie that talked about the end of days. But what would be the one event that you would want to see from the past, present, or future?
Mine's kind of sentimental.
Okay.
It's, like I said, I was in prison when my son was born. I wish I could go back and be there for that.
So the birth of your son.
Yeah, I want to see the pain that bitch went through.
Jesus Christ, I thought this was going to be a tear-jerking moment. I was about to break out the tissues. I was about to tell Cody, throw me a roll of toilet paper. Joe's about to shed a tear for this story. And then, Dave, you just turned into the devil.
No,
I thought you were going to be a good guy.
No, I do. I would like to have been there and held my son. Like I said, I didn't see my son until he was 2 years old.
So what's the relationship like now with you and your son?
Oh, I have custody.
Well, man, that's awesome. Clutch, have you ever gotten the chance to talk to people on death row in prison, and did they act different? I didn't ever meet anybody on death row because where death row is at in relation to where the other prisoners are, you're not going to have access to those guys. They're not going to put general population prisoners who are serving. It doesn't even matter how much time they're serving. If you're serving 5, 10 years, 1 year, 20 years, you're not going to be around them guys who are on death row. They're going to be in a completely segregated part. Because, again, those guys have nothing to lose. They're going to, in most cases, unless their case gets overturned or something, they're going to die in prison. And they already know that. They have a date for when that's going to take place. So, I was never locked up with nobody like that.
Knowing. It's the name of the movie.
Oh, Knowing. Damn right that's the name of the movie. Shout out to whoever commented and told us Knowing. That's exactly what it was. But let me cut Dave off real quick and say that I definitely met guys who have life sentences, and those guys pretty much act the same damn way. They have absolutely nothing to lose. You know, that's crazy because you won't be around guys who have the death penalty, but you will be around guys who have a life freaking sentence. And again, they act pretty much the same way. Nothing to lose.
Shout out to President Trump.
You and Dave have officially been pardoned, working on funding for After Prison Show Army in the new budget. Well, shit, you know, I'm quite sure that Donald Trump would have nothing to do with After Prison Show, but neither here nor there. Thank you, though. It means a lot.
My first trip to prison, I went to a level 5 camp. I was at Sussex 1. And they sent me to the hole for mooning the librarian lady.
So you should have been a sex offender. You were the guy behind the bush.
Well, no, listen.
We talked about this earlier.
So, what is your dress code in prison?
Whatever the prison attire is.
All right, and what about your shirt?
It just depends. Like at a level 5, what are you wearing? The jumpsuit?
It doesn't. No, I was wearing scrubs, but
it's got to be tucked in.
Your shirt's got to be tucked in, right? So this back when you could smoke in penitentiary, I was walking to breakfast, and I was smoking my roll up.
And your pants were sagging.
No. My shirt was tucked in.
Okay.
My pants were pulled up. I didn't do the sagging thing in penitentiary.
Why not? Why didn't you sag your pants in prison?
Because I didn't want to turn no faggots on. Or turn
Whoa, Dave.
I didn't want to.
Whoa, where the hell did that strong language come from?
I didn't want the homosexuals to have anything to look at.
Okay.
Z from Australia.
Shout out to Z. Hey, what were your biggest food cravings in prison? Oh my God. But we'll get to the food.
Ice cream. All right.
We'll get to the food in a minute.
Shrimp. All right. So I was walking. Oh yeah. You don't want to flash your Junie cakes around. All right, so if you got a homosexual and all he's thinking about is Joe's butt, he might end up touching you one day.
Right. Did you ever have anybody touch you while you were locked up?
No.
Try to brush up on you?
Yeah. I mean, they'll try you.
Oh yeah, they will.
You know what I'm saying? They'll try you, and that's when you show them that lottery is a better try.
Yeah.
That's when you.
And that goes back to that whole thing about having
Don't get beat up by a gay guy.
Having an altercation with somebody like that.
No, I handled it well. Usually, they brush, if a homosexual brush against me or say something, slick.
And you would say, I don't swing that way.
I would just be like, I'm not gay.
And they would always have a comeback.
Oh yeah, the one white dude. I told you what he told me, right?
What did he say?
I was like, yo, I'm not gay. So, you're barking up the wrong tree, bro. And he was like, shit, I look like Sandra Bullock on the street. Nigga, you fucked me, you met me on the street.
But, okay, so we're completely off topic here. We were talking about you mooning the librarian. And
right, so I was walking to chow breakfast. See, at Sussex, one day you go to breakfast and dinner, and you eat lunch in your cell. The next day, you go to lunch and you eat breakfast and dinner in your cell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't come out that often. They call it a 23-in-1 camp, but you're really out for I spent at least 20 hours a day in my cell.
20 hours a day.
Shout out Elias.
Elias, I don't know what to say. Just wanted you to have this. Love the videos, by the way. Shout out to you, Elias, man. It really means a lot.
Thanks, Elias.
So, okay, what was the whole premise for you showing your Junie cakes to the librarian?
So look, I get to the chow hall, right? And I'm smoking my cigarette, and I'm letting everybody go by me while
so you can finish smoking.
Before I can finish smoking, right? Shout out to Insomniac. No, I haven't watched Rectify. It's a drama series about a death row inmate trying to put his life back together after serving 19 years. Would suggest checking it out. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Thanks, Insomniac.
Yeah, thank you to Insomniac. I definitely want to check that out myself.
Rectify. Can you write that down, Tony? Rectify?
Yeah, I have it saved.
He's got it saved. Hey, so What? Where the hell?
So
was
I
this
let
going?
everybody go ahead of me, right? And as soon as the last person passed me, I threw my cigarette down and I walked in.
Right.
And the guard stopped me and told me go back to the cell. He was punishing me because he was like, you been here, you could have been came in, you know, all this. So I got pissed off and I started walking back to my building. And as soon as I got on the boulevard, the main boulevard, I was like, you know, screw all the rules. I untucked my shirt. And when I untucked my shirt, my you know, the librarian
was right there.
Yeah.
Job, tell me what I should get on this pizza and I'll get it. Enter the hashtag Job Pizza, something like that. Shout out to Job again. What should you get on that pizza? Everything. Joe B or something. I would say get everything on the pizza. If you're ordering for us especially, we could definitely use some pizza. I'm starving.
What?
Cody's starving. Look.
Can we order some pizza?
We're on a hunger strike, 48-hour stream. That's the rules. All you got is water for this, all right?
What is this, Ramadan?
It's all right, anyways. So you were pissed off. They were sending you back to your cell because you tried to take forever going into the chow hall. And you were mad walking back to your cell. You pulled your shirt out of your pants and your little Junies fell out.
Right.
And the librarian was right there.
Right. Well, my Junies didn't fall out. The librarian wrote me up for indecent exposure. I went to the hole. At Sussex 1, death row is there.
Right.
Right? So they put me in a pod of building 4 or 5. I don't know. The last building. Right? Which is the hole. But you can see through the guard shack to death row.
Right.
Right, so when they would let one death row inmate out for like 5 minutes at a time, and he would do laps. They'd walk around the pod or take a shower. And one day, I was like hanging out of my
chuck hole.
Yeah, they had pretty big chuck holes.
And this is the door. This is the hole in your door.
Yeah, where they put your food in. So I was in the hole, and I seen a dude walking, and I knew he was praying. You know, you could tell, like, he was just walking, and he had his head down. And, I mean, he was pretty far away. But I hollered. I got in trouble for this, too. I ended up having to stay an extra week in solitary for that. But I hollered through. I was like, I'm praying with you. And now, after I did that, every time they let him out of his cell, he would pray or walk around. And when he was done, he would holler at me, and then they'd put him in his cell.
What would he say to you when he would yell at you?
You know, whatever. You know, what's good, whatever. You know.
Because those guys don't get a chance to talk to hardly anybody.
No. But I had a big 14 on my cell. I was in cell 14. And the numbers on these cells are humongous.
Right.
Right? And he would always holler. He was like, you know, what's up, 14? You know, he'd just say something, you know, God bless you, I'm praying for you, you know. Get out, don't come back, don't do nothing stupid.
Did you ever know what this guy was on death row for, who he was?
Yeah, somebody said something.
What was he on death row for? Some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil, shout out to Dr. Phil. I am detecting that Dave is such a homophobic. I feel this is a result of him giving out too many of them Junie cakes too many times. Dave, Dr. Phil says.
Was that your...
That was my Dr. Phil mustache right there.
So,
I got a shave.
How can I say this, right? I'm not really homophobic. I wouldn't care if Joe was gay. I'd sit right here next to him. I'd still come over.
Well, now that you
hang
mention
out.
it.
I'd still come over and hang out
I'm
with
kidding.
him. Right? But I don't agree with the lifestyle. Right? I don't agree with it.
David, 2017.
I don't, yeah.
It's
So it's
2017.
even worse now.
I'm just saying.
But this my look on it. If you're gay, then you're gay, and we can still be cool.
What if people think that you're gay?
We can still be cool.
Hey, Dave, you're such a liberal.
But what I'm saying is, I just don't agree with it.
Look, let's switch gears again. Let's go back because we missed the question. Let's switch gears on our big rig here. What the hell was that? What were you about to hit?
That was reverse.
I thought you were about to hit some R&B or something right there. Like, what the? I thought you were about to break out in
I was
song.
about to hit a note.
Hey, look. So somebody had asked a while ago. They said, you know, what kind of food do you miss while you're locked up? You remember the conversations you would have with the guys in the cell where you would just be talking about the food that you wish you could have right then, and it didn't do anything to make you feel any less hungry because you were already starving.
Or when you'd be making, when you would make, you know, prison meal, you'd be like, oh man, this would be so much better if you had
steak or, you know, some shrimp.
And then you would go, man, fuck this. I wouldn't put my shrimp in this bowl of shit.
You know, but there's so much stuff that you miss because you miss every little thing, like the things that you take completely for granted out here, like a bowl of cereal. Even though it's sometimes you will get cereal in prison, but like just things that you wouldn't even think would even be that significant. You know, what was some of the things that you missed the most, like food wise, while you were locked up?
Look,
what am I looking at?
About the.
I can't even see it. Clutch, shout out to you. It's all good, but would you get made fun of in prison if you didn't talk a certain way, like calling a homosexual the F word? I don't want the stream to get in trouble.
Thank you, Clutch.
But look, this is the way it is, though. You can't even disrespect anybody who's gay in prison. Like, you can't sit there and say anything derogatory toward them because that's disrespect. You know, and they go just as hard.
Oh, yeah.
They go just as hard as a regular like any other person in prison, if not harder, because they probably had it rough the entire time they've been locked up.
I've never seen somebody get rocked as hard as I did. Actually, do you not remember the dudes whose Facebook you were looking at today getting into a fight?
On the boulevard.
On the boulevard?
On the boulevard, this guy he got in a fight with the white kid or some shit, and he knocked him out on the boulevard or something.
I thought he knocked his jaw out of place.
And why was now this was a gay dude that we were looking at on the Facebook because we were trying to find peaches. I'm just gonna be honest with you, we really were. I showed Dave this guy. I was like, Dave, do you remember this dude? He's like on my Facebook or something. I didn't really even know this person.
He's on my Facebook too.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He was
cool. I worked in the kitchen with him.
Yeah, he was a good.
He went to church too, and really went to church. He didn't do the bathroom.
But this dude was thorough. You know, you were not going to mess with this dude. Pastor Jay, praying for your Joe to get saved. Thank you very much, man. It means a lot. 316. Shout out to that.
I'm praying for Joe to get saved.
But anyways, this dude got in a fight with the other guy. A gay dude got in a fight with the straight white dude. It was a black gay dude got in a fight with the straight white guy on the boulevard. Why did they get in a fight? The white dude disrespected him or something, right?
Well, it went all right. So come to find out that the white dude,
he was a younger dude, wasn't he?
Was kind of on the fence. Yeah, he was a younger dude.
Yeah,
he was on the fence. Like,
and now what
he'd be talking with the gay guy.
So on the low, they're kind of like,
right.
He might be kind of trying to press up on him,
right? But then the white dude would feel some kind of way when he get around other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So, dude kind of got in his feelings. Was like, you're either quit playing me, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Quit frying. And the white dude was like, he called him a faggot. And
that was all it took.
Yeah, he hit him so hard. They took him off the yard.
They had no choice. He probably made sure they took him off the yard for that.
No, the gay dude left.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought the other guy left. I can't remember that. I remember the fight though. Lad boy, lad body, shout out to you.
Maybe he just went to the hole.
Yeah, because I remember that dude still being there, as a matter of fact. But look, how many dudes do you remember? Let's just talk about
criminal justice is right. I'm sorry, I had to just say that.
Let's talk about Indian Creek for a second. Let's talk about guys that you knew there, that we knew there, who were undercover. And I don't mean like police, like snitching or anything like that, but who would mess with the gay dudes there and would try to like hide it. And how many times do we see this stuff become like major breaking news across the prison?
Yeah,
like,
and it's crazy. A lot of times it's like the big diesel dude at the weight pile that's
yo,
he's doing more than pumping iron.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I remember situations where people were getting caught in the back shower together. I remember situations where there were favors being exchanged for haircuts. Oh my God! You could just go on and on about this type of stuff. You remember that one? Especially that one time when what happened with you in that back shower. I'm kidding. Dave never, not that I know of at least. But what are you smelling? Your armpits there? Your little
It's hot
taint?
in here.
Your little taint? A little taint?
Check out that tape.
But anyways, look, man. Khalid, what's happening with you? Hey, Joe. Nice joke about Ramadan. It actually coming soon.
I know.
Yeah, Dave's a piece of shit for that one. I am watching your show from the other side of the world, Middle East, and enjoying it. Keep up the great works. Greetings from where's Khalid reaching in from? I can't see the bottom of the comment.
Qatar.
Qatar, shout out to Qatar, man. Thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, no offense, Khalid.
Dave's a piece of shit sometimes, man. He doesn't even know what he says. And he forgets the fact that we are live. You know, you can't go back and erase this stuff.
What? Wasn't against. That wasn't against Muslim.
It really wasn't. It wasn't like a shot.
No, that was against hunger.
Oh, yeah, it was true.
And
look,
I used to kick it with a lot of Muslim dudes.
I mean, so did I. I met quite a few that were, like, really awesome dudes, man.
Do you not remember Piran?
Yeah. Hey, that was an awesome dude, man.
Yes.
Really awesome
I
dude.
talked to him. He's on Facebook.
Is he still out? Is he still doing okay?
I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know.
Well, he has to be if he's still on Facebook.
Well, if I got locked up right now, I'd still be on Facebook.
That is true. But he would tell you if he was locked up again.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's crazy. You meet so many different people from so many different walks of life in prison that you may never have even had any kind of dealings with before being locked up. It's almost like traveling the world when you get locked up. You're going to see so many different people, and you'll just never know that you would be, like, how some people could be, how cool they could be, that you would be in a situation where you would meet, I don't know, just so many people, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody not too long ago, and they were like, "Dude, you've been to a lot of places. You know where a lot of places."
Right.
And I'm like, "No, I haven't been that many places. I just been to one place where there's a lot of people from
where
all
everybody
over.
is brought together.
You know,
Jeff, if I make a blouse, what's that say? If I make a blouse out of my shirt on the yard, will I get my wig split like if I pull the bottom of my shirt from under my collar? No, you're not, because to be honest with you, you're not going to be the only one out there rocking like that. In fact, I remember one summer this Dave.
I love my shirt like that. The tan line is amazing. Especially when I'm standing out on, I was so about to say it too.
What? Don't say anything crazy. Morning Wood, did you both have access to water faucets in your cell? If so, were they both able to get hot water or just cold? Yeah, you got faucets that are connected to your toilet. It's all one freaking unit. The stainless steel toilet with the sink on top of it, and it does have a hot water and cold water thing on it. The deal is, though, you know, in most cases, the water's going to be the same temperature, whether it's coming out the hot side or the cold side. It's just going to be lukewarm or something.
In the beach, I remember back in the day, we take the shampoo bottle and some toilet paper rolls out of the toilet paper, and you fold them up.
Oh, to make the little thing to stick it.
Yeah, and then you would wedge it down in the sink, and then so it would push the button and it will hold the hot water on. And after about an hour or two of running,
it would finally get hot.
It hot too. Sometimes in the old side it would get hot.
Sugar Daddy, pray for my cousin. He went through that same as Joe, man. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. Shout out to you though, Sugar Daddy. But yeah, it's crazy because you would try to cook a meal in the jail or in the prison if you don't have that access to hot water.
Hey, look, this is the crazy thing. What's up, Peaches?
Oh, Peaches is back.
So
you kind of scared me for a minute. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
So in the jail when you're making food, right? And you're fucking the swole up in the jail too.
Right.
You're like, and the worst thing in jail is eating a swole with more than 2 people.
Oh yeah, because you're not going to get full that way.
And not only that, it's people are in it. They're racing to look. Well, I'm gonna get more crackers than him.
Yeah, right. So for every bite, it's like a competition.
Yo,
who's gonna eat the
people
most.
are over there like scooping their
hands and fingers all inside this thing.
Right. So, and it's good while you're locked up. It's pretty damn good. Actually, this is crazy. In jail, eating swole, talking about outside food made me hungry. Now I'm outside talking about swole and I'm getting hungry. Like, what the freak?
Yeah, pretty damn alright.
So, in the jail you eat your swole because you got to let it swole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? By the time you eat it, this shit is cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're still fucking it up. Pickle juice and everything. You know what I mean? Like, bam, crushing.
And you've been working so hard to get that stuff hot. Josh Wright shouted that. Hey, Joe, don't know if you remember me, but it's payday. So here I am again. Shout out to that. Josh Wright, I definitely remember you've been rocking with the streams for a while now, man. It really means a lot to have you here again. You know, I don't know. Can you what?
Finish?
Oh, my fault.
Look, so why you look so tired? Look,
It's been like a freaking 48-hour marathon and we haven't even gone like that.
Look, so
You don't even know what you're
we're
going to say.
eating cold swole, right? And it's good. Dude, I remember when I first got to prison and I seen somebody I knew and they were like, you hungry? I was like, yeah. Bro, they made me a wrap and the shit was crispy. I was like, I thought this was the most amazing food I had ever ate in my life.
And it's all because of the fact that you have access to a microwave.
A microwave.
A microwave makes all the difference in the world between what kind of food you can make in a prison or a jail.
Look, I just went back to Chesapeake jail like last year.
Right.
Right, I told you. For 8 months. Chesapeake got microwaves now.
Oh, yeah? Well, they used to have the 180-degree water, and they got rid of that because people were throwing that in other people's faces.
So I'll get back to that. So in people are
Having microwave.
had to microwave it.
Right.
For breakfast, every morning in Chesapeake jail, these people give you almost like raw potatoes. Like they just slice the potatoes
And put them on the tray.
and boil them, but most of the time they're raw, right? So somebody had the bright idea, save your potatoes from breakfast because nobody else eats them, so I'll be able to get them all off of everybody's tray.
Right.
Right? So they'd have like this big wad of like raw potatoes. Lab body, take calls.
We should do that. Shout out to the lab body again.
Look, so this one dude had the great idea of taking all these potatoes and sticking them in the microwave. Right? So he found out and he saved all the butter off all the trays and like smeared it on there. So he's frying potatoes in the microwave, right? How long do you think this mother was in the microwave? I'm up in the morning trying to make a cup of coffee.
You're probably in the microwave for 30 minutes.
Yo, he's at the microwave and he keeps
And you're
this
waiting.
the funny thing is
Hey, Nate, you're winning, man. I'm not.
Me neither. Mine ain't dig at all. He's got to dig big.
Definitely, right?
Look, so I'm standing there. He put like I'll never forget, right? He pushed 2 minutes. I was like, all right. I'm standing there. I'm waiting in line.
Just
right
to heat up
behind
your
him.
coffee.
Yeah, I'm waiting to heat up my coffee. And you know, in Chesapeake, you don't got no big cup.
Right, you got the little tongue.
You got the little brown.
Oh, the cup. Yeah, the little plastic mug.
Right. So I got this little, and then you get the little Maxwell House instant coffees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the little single service.
Right. So boom, I got that water in the cup, waiting to go in the microwave. 2 minutes. 2 minutes over, he opens the microwave. He like flips stuff, puts some more butter in there, closes it. 2 minutes. I was like, all right, 2 minutes. Right. Man, next thing you know, this motherfucker did 2 minutes like 15 times. So
I bet
bad.
those are the best damn potatoes in the world.
Yo, this the crazy thing. Shout out to John.
Hey, John, what's up? Joe, we share something in common. You built those concrete girders in VA, and I set those very same girders into a place at Dulles. Hey, shout out to that because that's exactly one of the jobs that I was working on while I was at the concrete company was the job for Dulles. So, man, that's really, really crazy, man. John, thanks for being with us, man.
So, guess what this started?
What's that? Everybody started.
Every motherfucker wanted to cook his Sorry. Everybody wanted to cook their freaking potatoes. Oh, my God.
CRJ student, is race really huge factor in prison life? Do different races mix and hang? Go ahead.
In Virginia, they do. Different races mix and hang. But, like, you'll have, like, a group of people that race really isn't an issue for them. Like it wasn't for me. You know, I talked to pretty much everybody in the prison. But then you also have
the gangs.
Yeah, the gangs.
Yeah. Peaches, we want Dave on the show regularly, Joe, but for real though, both of y'all better watch them Junior cakes.
We're watching them.
Hey, I'm watching Dave's. Dave's watching mine. I got Dave's back and literally, high five to that. We're watching the Juniors over here. Look, so let's talk real quick. You know what? We're not going to talk about that real quick. We're going to open up the phone lines. That's what we're going to do. Let me get the phone.
I got another microwave story real quick.
Man, we don't care about the microwave no more.
I'm talking about the microwave while the phone's cutting on.
I got to get a drink.
Look.
Man.
Can you grab me one?
Yeah.
My leg ain't working so well, you know? So.
What's the number I've been on?
Thanks, Mitch Green. Hey, Joe.
What's up? Am I here?
Mitch Green.
Shout out to that.
Look, so, man, another microwave story.
What you want to drink, Dave? I got Mountain Dew, I got tea, and I got more Mountain Dew.
Man, let me get a Dr. Pepper.
Motherfucker.
Mill Creek's Corrections.
Hey, yo, they rock with us all the time on the stream. Shout out to them.
Thanks for Mill Creek.
What you want? What you want?
I'll take it.
Take that. Mill Creek, shout out to y'all for being here. We about to bounce. And Tim, what's up with you, man? We're doing good. Hope you guys are doing good as well. Gonna take a call real quick. We'll get back to the microwave stories. Oh, man, I missed that.
Sorry.
Hey, man, the phone is going ham.
Hamburglar.
The phone is going ham.
Morning Wood.
I'm looking at something real quick.
Hey, Morning Wood, you ever fell on that?
Okay, we got a call coming in right now. Hey, what's going on? Who's on the line?
Hey, is this Joe?
It absolutely is. Who is this?
I'm looking for Joe.
Joe's not here right now. Can I take a message?
No worries. I was looking to talk to him. He was doing a live stream on YouTube.
I've never heard of this guy, man, to be honest with you. You said YouTube. What is YouTube?
YouTube is online. It was a live stream he was doing. He's doing a show online right now. We're actually watching it right now. I'm sorry if I had bothered you. He had put down a phone number, and that's the one that we had seen on there. So we were trying to get a hold of him because he was having a phone line.
You know, I think this was a crank call. I'm about to call the police right now.
I promise you it's not a crank call. If you would like, I can tell you absolutely everything with regards to it. I absolutely guarantee you it's not a crank call.
What's going on, man? You're talking to Joe, man. What's going on with you, man?
I promise you, his name is joepguerrero. He has a live stream.
You're talking to me. You're talking to the live stream right now, man. What's going on with you?
Oh my God, no way.
You are. Holy crap. This is the craziest damn thing in the world. Did you really think? Hey, how you doing, man? Who am I speaking with?
Dude, you're freaking great.
I didn't even know I was that slick, man. I had no idea that was working so
I
well.
want to know how he was watching the stream and didn't notice.
Hey, look, you're probably seeing this on the stream right now. Hey, what's going on, man? Who am I speaking with?
No, I was just,
He's looking at it now. It's probably catching up now. Hey, look, man. Hey, thanks for calling in, man. You have a great one, all right?
Something funny.
All right, we got another call coming in. Or no, we don't. I'm looking at nudes right now. Oh, there's a call coming in.
Yeah, we got one right
Okay, who we got calling?
Man, this is Morning. What's up?
Hey, Morning Wood, what's
up,
good with you, man?
Wood?
Good, man.
Hey, man, greatly appreciate all the support, brother.
Talk to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, bless your heart, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're doing a good show. I'm sorry to bother you so much.
Shout
Man,
out
yeah.
to Jesus.
Hey, man, you ain't bothering me none, man. I greatly appreciate having you here, man. It really means a lot, man.
Take it easy, all right, boy?
Take care, brother.
See ya.
Mitch Green, think that guy was a prison snitch. That's crazy. Ontario, Canada. Hey, hello, who's on the line?
Hello?
Hey, who is this?
Hi, it's, my name's Strawberries.
Strawberries. You know, I met somebody in prison named Strawberries. Is this the same person?
Yeah.
What's going on? Where are you calling from, Strawberry?
Canada, but I might be over at, where you're from.
Oh, my God. Please stop with all the kinky talk. We're getting a little crazy. Hey, Strawberry, thank you for calling in, man. Greatly appreciate having you on the show. And have a good night, all right?
All right, I love you.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you. Oh, my God. Strawberry.
How'd that make you feel, Joe?
All warm and tingly inside.
He wanted to get in the warm, tingly side.
Okay, we got somebody calling in from Michigan. Hey, hello, who's on the line here?
Holy shit, I'm actually on.
You're holy shit.
You are. Hey, holy shit, how you doing tonight? Hey, who is this?
Pretty good, man.
Hey, who am I speaking with?
My name's Zach.
Zach, man, where you calling from?
Damn, I can't believe I'm actually on this.
Dude, man, hey, I greatly appreciate the fact that you are. Where exactly are you calling from, Zach?
Michigan, near Detroit.
Hey, man, shout out to that. Hey, look, man, well, I greatly appreciate you rocking with the stream tonight, man. Are you enjoying it?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
Dude, that's
Pretty
awesome.
good.
Hey, you got a question or anything you want to ask?
No, not really. Just call.
Hey, man.
Surprised you
Well,
picked up.
well, hey, look, I greatly appreciate you calling in, man. I greatly appreciate you rocking with us, man. So, thank you for being here.
All right, thank you, too.
All right, take care. It's pretty awesome when people are actually able to get through. Like, I mean, that's a
Yeah.
great thing.
If that many people are calling.
There are.
No, that's...
Hey, hello, who is this? Oh, they hung up.
Screw you, Joe.
Hey, if there's any ladies out, never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. I forgot. I'm not doing that. I forgot. Joe's in love now. Joe found him a lady. Hey, hello, who's on the phone? Dave's looking at me like I'm crazy. Hey, hello, who is this? Hey, what's going on, man? Where are you calling from?
I was going to ask, are you ever going to do a series on your cartoon?
You know, I really want to. I definitely need to bring the cartoons back. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the live stream with the cartoons. I'm going to do some drawing some prison cartoons, telling some prison stories with those cartoons.
Man.
I think that would be cool.
Who wants to see Joe tattoo one of his cartoons on me?
Oh, that would be epic. Hey, look, man, thank you for calling in, man. You have a great one, all right?
Okay,
Take care, man.
take care.
Mitch Green, what's 9 plus 10 is that... I don't have two hands to count that. I don't know what 9 plus 10 is.
It's like 20.
20! We got 20. Cody says 20.
It's like 20.
That's the moderator. Hey, hello, who's on the line?
This is John.
John, what's going on with you, man? Where you calling from?
I'm from Ontario.
Well, shout out to Ontario, Canada, man. Greatly appreciate having you on tonight.
I love your channel so much.
It really means a lot to me, man. Thank you very much for the support. Hey, you got a question by chance?
Not really. I'm just watching your live stream right now.
Well, look, man.
I'm
Are you enjoying the live stream?
loving it.
And somebody said Dave wants free tats. Haha. Hey, thanks for calling in, man. Hey, you have a good one, all right?
Yeah, you too.
Take care.
Man, I met Broke Wing I know Broke Wing. That's the crazy thing. I would let Joe tattoo Broke Wing on me.
I'd do a sick ass broke one. We got to build a prison gun. We may do that in the next live stream. Hey, hello, who's on the line here?
Joe, is this Joe?
It is.
Oh my god, I'm calling from Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia. I'm so glad somebody got through from Sydney, Australia. Who is this on the phone right here?
It's Edward. I'm 13 and I've been trying to get on the phone line all day and I can't believe it worked.
Dude, Edward, thank you so much for calling from Sydney, Australia.
Awesome.
It's 9:28 p.m. on, what day is today, Thursday? 9:28 p.m. on a Thursday night where I am. What time is it where you are?
It's 11:28 a.m. on a Friday morning.
That is so crazy, man.
He's calling from the future.
Dude, you are living in the future, man. That is like the most amazing thing in the world to me, man. Hey, look, I greatly appreciate you being here, man. Are you enjoying the stream?
Yeah, I am, but I just wanted to ask a couple questions.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Because I live in Escobar and it's right next to a correctional facility.
Escobar, shout out to you. You say,
At my local shops, a lot of the time I see inmates with like ankle bracelets that are allowed to come out
that at any of the prisons you stayed at? Was that a possibility to go out?
That's we're in the United States. We got house arrest, and it's pretty much or work release. Yeah. So yeah, they do have similarities here that they do have as well with what they're doing there in Australia too.
Oh, shut up.
Hey man, well look, I greatly appreciate you you calling in, man. Hey, have a good one. Hey, Rossetta, check out 40 Ounce Burnout.
Hey, you got to put that down too. I want to see that.
Which one?
The
Hey.
40 ounce burnout.
Hey, hello, who is this?
Holy crap, he's on the phone.
I'm on the phone. Who the hell am I talking with?
Is this real?
No, it is. It's absolutely real. Hey, hello, who is it?
My God.
Who am I talking to?
Wyatt,
Hey, Wyatt, man, where you calling from?
West Virginia.
Hey, man, shout out to Wyatt in West Virginia, man. Thank you for calling and getting through. You enjoying the stream tonight? Oh, I hope that's a yes. Hey, look, Wyatt, man, you have a good night, all right, man?
I'm watching the stream right now.
Dude, you're awesome, man. Well, I greatly appreciate you for being here, man. Have a good one, brother. All right, look, that's it. We're gonna leave the phones alone for a little while, and I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna wrap this up, man. It's already 9:30.
Also, we're doing a little test run with the Discord server right now.
Cody is setting up the Discord server.
It's not official launch yet.
So Cody's getting the Discord server up. I don't even know what the hell a Discord server is, actually. I think it's a chat room. Is that what it is? So we're gonna have the Discord server coming up. Oh my God! Look at this freaking name right here. Hey man, appreciate that. Appreciate the love. And we're gonna wrap this up, man, because we've been going for some hours now. It's getting late. My neighbors are probably getting pissed off. And if you enjoyed this, I really hope that you do. I really hope you enjoyed the stories that me and Dave told. We answered a bunch of questions here. And let's do this again soon. Let's build a prison tattoo gun on a live stream. Let's do some more tattooing. It's 2:30 in the freaking UK. Also, is Cody an ex-convict? He's not. Cody has no record. He's probably one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. Really, really great dude. Shout out to Mitch Green. Dave, any last thoughts? Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Man, I really enjoy doing this with you, Joe. I
Yeah.
enjoy, sharing my stories with people. Making them laugh, making them cry, making them not want to go to prison.
Well, look, man, I really appreciate you having you here. You add another dimension to the live stream. Josh Wright, shout out to you before you wrap up. One last one. Thank you very much, Josh Wright. It really means a lot, man.
Shout out, Josh.
But look, Dave, this is not going to be the last time. I mean, who the hell knows? Tomorrow, if we live stream, you could be here as well for that. I mean, you haven't been home in 2 days. Look, he's looking at
looking like I'm going anywhere.
Dave's looking at his watch now like, you know what? It is what it is. But I greatly appreciate everybody who supports this. These live streams, they really are an awesome thing for After Prison Show to be able to branch out into. I keep looking at the screen. I need to be looking at the camera. But I enjoy the interaction that I'm able to have with all of you, answering all the questions you guys have, and also being able to bring you the best live stream content that we possibly can. We are always going to be doing different, awesome, entertaining, and just educational stuff with this. Always having stories to tell, questions we can answer, and you really just never know what to expect with these streams. Dave, I hope you will continue to be a part of this with me as well. I'm extending that invitation to you, so I really hope that you'll do that.
I'm liking the whole premises of the show more than, I used to watch the videos, and talk to you on the phone.
Right.
We used to kick and talk on the phone, and I didn't quite understand, I just thought it was, I still want to do it. I'm lying. Dave, that was fake.
Anyway,
so look.
Shout out to Broke Leg. I saw that comment as well.
Yeah, they were like broke wing on broke leg. So
who would win that fight?
Broke wing.
But look, again, Dave,
You've been in prison forever.
It means a lot that you've been here for this. Again, special thanks to Dave for doing this. Special thanks to Cody behind the scenes for helping with all of the technical stuff. You really have no idea how many hours a day Cody puts in to make this thing happen. I mean, he's at my house pretty much all hours of the day setting this thing up so that we can have this rocking and rolling. And again, a special thanks to all of you out there, to the entire APS Army who rocks with us for hours at a time while we do these live streams. It means a lot to me, and I hope it's just as important to all of you as well. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. So this is where we're going to sign off and say that we possibly will be doing this again tomorrow. We will bring you epic content, whether it's through video or live stream or both. So as we wrap this up, allow me to say, as always,